What's going on with you, Al?
How's it going, Tom?
Good,
Hey,
man. What's happening?
so I'm trying to help a friend out. He's moving, so he moved out of this place, and the job he transferred. We bought a house, and then the townhome he's in, I guess he's saying that is the owner put it back up for it was supposed to put it up for rent. So what he did was he paid an extra month, and I guess that's to get them to list the property and to put it for rent. He still had a lease that's not good. I mean, over until I think May. So he still had maybe like another 4 or 5 months left. But what's been going on is he said that that's why he paid that extra month. He said, but don't seem like they're trying to show it. And the owner put on the description that he's only like renting out the place, but only for 6 months. So
let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Your friend still has a lease until April?
I think it's till like April or May.
All right. And your friend wants to leave early.
Right. And so he paid the extra month was required.
Well, okay, so the lease only requires an extra month.
Well, from what he told me, to get them to list the property, he have to pay a month ahead.
Al, what does he care if he lists? What if he? Okay. What do you mean to get them to list the property? Al, what do you mean to get them to list the property? Why does he care if they list the property?
Because if they don't list it, no one's in it. He got to keep paying month for that rent.
Oh,
he bought a house.
Wait. So what they're saying is, you have to mitigate damages, meaning that if you pay until we rent it or sell it, then we won't hold you to the lease.
Exactly, but
they don't have to.
He paid that extra month.
Well, he didn't pay an extra month. He didn't pay an extra month, brother. He didn't. Think about it. He's paying his normal rent. There's no extra month.
Right, but what I'm saying is, okay, let's say he moved out, right? Let's say he just moved out. What happened? Okay, this month is coming. Okay, so they're saying that, okay, we're not going to list the property for rent. You just moved out. You keep paying me. So he said, well, why can't you rent it out? And he said, well, I will rent it, but the only way I will put it on the market to be for rent is you got to pay whatever that rent is for a month. Let's say $500. So he paid the $500, and then they list it. So what he's worried about
Did he get that in writing?
Yeah, he got that in writing. So he's on.
Wait. So Al, he has in writing that if he pays one extra month, they will use that month to get a tenant.
To try to get a tenant in there, yes.
Hold on. It says if you pay $500, we will try to get a tenant, and if we get a tenant, you don't have to pay the rest of the lease. In so many words.
Right. Pretty much. That's it. And so, but what he's thinking is, he said every time he call in to get a showing, the person don't show up, or they told him that the last 3 people they came to look at it told him and they didn't qualify. Which he told me,
Al,
he said he don't think nobody
so hold
was
on.
in there.
So it's his contention. It's his contention that they're purposely not renting it out.
Exactly, because he's saying they got him on hook.
Let me just cut this short. Al, let me just cut this short. It's not. First of all, it's a landlord market. People are dying to rent. If this landlord says, if people don't show up, that's not the landlord's fault. If people don't qualify, that's not the landlord's fault. Al, your friend is going to lose this argument. If your friend thinks he doesn't have to keep paying on that lease, the landlord will come after him and get it. I guarantee it. He'll get a judgment.
So there's no other way he can get out, because he, out of getting out of the
whatever the lease says. Whatever the lease says. If the lease says you have to pay to the end, you pay to the end. In fact, if the lease says you have to give 30 days notice you're not renewing or it auto-renews, he better do that too. Whatever the lease says, he better do. And no, can he make the guy rent it out to anyone just to get him out from under the lease? No. Can he demand that they rent it out? No. Can he argue that the landlord purposely did not mitigate his losses? No. There you go. I mean, Al, why would I lie to you? Let me just tell you the truth.
No, I know.
And then you can tell your friend the truth, and that's what works, the truth. I
know.
So is he already out of there?
Yeah, he's actually traveling now. He's listening to the show. He was going to try to call you.
Did the
I told him,
did the landlord keep his deposit?
he said he told him that he was going to give that back. He gave the notice he gave him like a 35-day notice.
I understand that. I understand that.
From what I got, from my understanding, is he's getting his deposit back. That's my understanding. Because I asked him that. I said, are they
he's not going to get the deposit. He's not going to get the deposit back if it's not rented out, and if he doesn't continue to pay. That's the long and short of it. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. It's just the way it is. Water Pros for your water systems. At the kitchen sink, get drinking water for under $1,000. And if you get a whole house system, you get a free filter with it for the entire house. You got to find out more. Waterpros.net.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Busy driving continues throughout the Denver metro as we navigate that 9 o'clock hour. Starting into downtown I-25 southbound, a brand new accident looks like at 20th Street. No word on delays as of yet, but we are seeing slow traffic back from I-70. Over on the southeast end of town, I-225 southbound just before Parker Road, a crash with 2 left lanes blocked. Congestion back from Mississippi, about 25 minutes of delays for drivers. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies today with a high of 53 degrees. Overnight low of 20 with snow tomorrow and a high of only 26. The current temperature in Denver is 47 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Dell's Cyber Monday business event starts now with up to 50% off on select business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Plus savings on essential accessories and free shipping. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
You know, Zero Res has so many specials going on, you better call them. Yeah, not just for your carpets, but also for your mattresses, your draperies, your soft goods, even your tile and grout. Man, do they do a great job, and I love Zero Res. It's the only one I trust in my home. Zero Res uses less water, only water, no soap and emulsifiers. It's specially treated water that will help get through the fibers and clean all the dirt and pathogens. Zero Res before the holidays. Get it done. 303-471-5150. Your carpets will dry faster. Your carpets will stay clean longer, and they look like new. I'm not kidding you. You know, it's amazing. More than anything. And they don't yellow. They don't have that dirt-attracting residue. You will love ZeroResDenver.com. 303-471-5150.
Mom, Dad, let's talk.
Bro.
Okay.
Haven't seen you in a long time.
Who, me?
No, I'm talking to Doc.
Let's see what we can do to help her if she doesn't get resolved. This is what I'm going to do.
Is it something that can be passed on?
I'm going to put you on my call.
Why are you sick?
And my team member.
Sit down.
Filling in.
So why are you sick, do you know? Okay.
And if you need help, we'll get you on the
I want to
talk about it.
show you.
If you don't need help, then we can send you on your way. All right. We will call you back Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye. Can I talk to Tom? Hey, Tommy? Is he in the middle of a spot?
No,
Tom?
I think he's ordering pizza or something.
I got to talk to him. He gets back in time. Tommy, can you hear me?
That's a nice looking coat.
Nope. He's talking about somebody's coat. Oh, he finally got Ken his coat.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank goodness. Tommy?
Yeah.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, did you get my email last night? Mark and I are out of town Wednesday through Tuesday, so I can't wire anything between Wednesday and Tuesday.
If
Now,
I need something wired.
well, you're the one who was talking about an earlier deadline this year. Generally, I do it mid-December.
Yeah, no, I know. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
That time is not that bad.
I'm a little frustrated because that file they said they didn't get, I sent to them in October. It
I
would
know,
have been nice
I
to
know.
that
Listen.
back in October.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you the online portal that we use to upload documents. And then I don't attach them to email anymore.
I have an online portal login, but there's nothing for me to put there.
If you go to mine, there's something you can use mine, and then you get to a folder. And I'll do it. I'm coming in tomorrow because I have to go to the dentist.
Good. Let's chat tomorrow. We had a lot to chat about.
Okay.
What kind of coat did you get, Ken?
A nice coat.
One of those things that's like an instant airbag. If it senses that the person's falling, it will protect them?
They're called puffers. They're really cool.
Nice.
They're lightweight.
Sweet.
Stylish.
Stylish. Ken.
And, of course, Stephanie picked it out, so.
So he looks like Missy Elliott. Anyone?
I don't know shit about style. I'm in Mark's school. Except, well, no, Mark's a step down. Mark's the Costco brand. Costco fashion.
Costco discontinued.
I just buy it cheaper than you buy it at Macy's.
I don't go to Macy's, but I don't go to Costco. I go in between.
Yeah, what's in between?
Nordstrom Rack.
Sears?
I like Nordstrom Rack.
I cannot picture you. I've been in there one time. I bet you have never walked into Nordstrom Rack.
No, I have.
It's like
I
a
don't
flea
like
market.
shopping. I hate shopping. Okay, I gotta set my link here.
That's that place over there behind John.
I gotta do my camera link. You know what?
Behind what?
Intensio Jewelry on Colorado Boulevard.
No, it's Nordstrom Rack's over by the mall next to Best Buy. I walked in there one time. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, what are those places? Burlington Coat Factory kind of thing. Martino's not shopping there.
Okay, I reset my camera link, but I don't see anybody else.
We've all ghosted you. In fact,
no, are we off or what?
I have no idea.
I first want to catfish him.
You're actually just sitting in a mental institution talking to yourself, thinking you're doing a talk show.
I know. It could happen.
I'm
How.com.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Mark said, how would I know if I was in an institution thinking I'm doing a talk show and everybody's just leaving me alone? And Suze and Mark's the doctor, maybe. Suze is one of the therapists or a doctor, and Deputy Doc sits over here to administer medicine. We would never know. By the way, I want you to hear Doc's voice and see if I should be worried. Turn your mic on, Doc. No, your mic.
Oh, God, everybody hold their ears.
Now, listen, no talk. Say.
I think that Suze could be Nurse Cratchit.
Now, listen, should I kick him out of my house? Did you hear him?
He basically called her, I think it's Nurse Ballbuster.
No, I'm talking about his voice. Listen, count to 10.
No, you can't hear him.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn it up. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is like...
Sounds terrible.
I don't even know how to explain this.
He's got laryngitis.
Yeah.
Can you catch laryngitis, Doc?
It's not a technical issue you've created by any means.
No, it's not. He's on, man. You don't hear him at all. Say hello, Doc.
Hello, Doc. You know what?
Can hear him from your mic.
He can, what? No, his mic is plugged in and working.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, look.
I'll listen from home.
No, don't go home. I'm just kidding.
There won't be any problem. I don't want to get you sick.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God. He sounds like he's got the COVID.
Poor
Oh, man. He's saying he's sick. I don't know, man.
Hey, Doc.
Okay.
Don't sneeze on him.
What's that? Doc, I was just kidding. Can you catch laryngitis?
I don't want to take any chances.
All right. He's saying he's going to leave now. I think I insulted him. What do you think? No, he's kidding. I didn't insult him.
Well,
he said he should leave.
Make up.
He can hardly talk, but he's going to be listening from home.
Yeah, I'll work from home.
Yeah. Did you turn the mic off, bro?
I thought you guys lived together.
No, like the Odd Couple. I'd be the neat one, by the way. Al, I hope you understand. He might have hung up by now, Al, but we're not going to get that deposit back for your friend. Or he's not going to get out of the lease unless the landlord wants him to get out of the lease. You get it? So remember this, people. If you have a lease and you want to get out early, here's the point. The only way to get out early is if the lease provides for an early out and you pay whatever the lease requires, or you make an addendum to the lease, and if it is an addendum, it must be in writing. If the landlord says, oh, just give me 60 days notice, pay 2 months and you'll be fine, you cannot take that to the bank. Jennifer, what's on your mind? What's happening, Jennifer?
Hi, Tom. Hey, listen,
Hi.
we purchased the car back in August from AutoNation.
Okay, what did you buy?
It was a 2015 Hyundai Sonata Limited.
Oh, they're nice.
Yes, it's a very nice car. But so on day 89 of the 90th day contract, the car completely stopped working. So
wait, what do you mean What do you mean 90-day contract? What are you talking about?
So they put on the 90-day warranty.
Oh,
They're like, we'll cover your warrant. We'll give you a 90-day warranty for any used car purchases from here. So that's what I'm referring to.
Where did you say AutoNation, right?
AutoNation, uh-huh.
Yeah. So, Mark, do you know they don't sell Hyundais, do they, as new?
I don't believe so.
No,
Okay.
It's a used car.
All right. 2000. No, I wonder if they. But I just wondered if they sell new Hyundai. Okay, so you bought a 2015, and a day 89 it broke down. Well, then you're still under warranty.
Correct. So we didn't know what was wrong with the car, thinking it was maybe the alternator or something. So we just towed it to a local shop, and then they couldn't figure anything out. So then we had it towed to another shop, and they.
Well, what were the symptoms?
He was driving it. It was my son. It's my son's car. He was driving, and it just lost its oomph. It wouldn't go, and so it finally just completely died.
So when you turn the key or press the button, nothing. It's done.
Nothing. Like all the electrical stuff, you can see all the lights. The radio was working. The lights would turn on. Everything else, but it just wouldn't start. So, of course, me, being the mom that I am, I'm like, hey, are you sure there's gas in it? And there is, or there was.
Sounds like a key fob or something.
But hold on. Did they take it? Hold on. We need to find out what they've done for you and what you need as far as help, and we can get an expert on the phone. So hang on. Don't hang up. You can put the phone down for about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. I'm Tom Martino. Let's find out what's going on with this Hyundai Sonata. And if you have a problem, question, or complaint, 303-713-TALK.
You may not have heard the term fiduciary, but if you're working with a financial professional,
I think.
Why'd he even come over?
I think he was upset that I made a deal.
Fuck him.
But he was disgusting.
He sounded horrible. I'm shocked he even came over.
I'm spraying, bro. I'm spraying right now.
I bet you are.
COVID shit. You hear me?
Well, Fauci said Lysol does not kill COVID. It makes it stronger.
It's not Lysol. It's the only thing that works.
Uh-oh. Is it citrus mist?
100%. 99.9% isopropyl alcohol.
Well, okay. It's that missing 1/100th that's going to screw you.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so he says, I'm out of here. Do you think he was upset?
I couldn't hear him. You honestly didn't have his mic on. We weren't screwing with you.
No, I did, Mark. Hold on. Let me check his mic. Hold on. I'm going to check it right now. Oh, now I'm going to get sick. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear me? Testing. Hello? Guys.
Yes?
Did you hear me on that mic?
Nope.
Oh, come on. It's working.
Try it again.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear me? Okay, now you're screwing with me because I can see it.
I can hear you through your mic. I cannot hear you on that mic. Yeah, now I'm guessing you turned your mic off. Literally, we hear nothing.
Keep talking. Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name?
He's got his mic off when we can't hear him. He thinks we can hear him, though.
Oh, sorry.
It's not April Fool's Day. We can't hear you.
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. So his mic is not working for some...
No, but
this is bullshit.
We could hear him through yours.
Okay, I got to figure this out. Hold on, I'm going to
Do
figure
you
it
have
out.
that one of those switches on his?
No, I do. I know what it is. I was messing with something. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you because you won't understand it.
Yeah, it's called a volume or the input.
No. You know what I was
I'd
messing
never
with, Mark?
comprehend that.
No, Mike. Mark. Hold on. Shit. Hold on. Testing. Okay.
All right, let's talk about it. Hang tight. Listen to the phone. When you hear your name, come on and tell Tom about it, okay? Sure.
La la la.
Troubleshooter Show, please hold a minute or two. Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name? Richard, in a sentence or less. What would you like to talk to Tom about on the show today?
It's Cyber Monday.
Oh, okay. What are your thoughts, man?
Let's see here, credit.
I'm going to plug his into mine and see if it's the mic or the socket.
Go ahead.
Or the controller.
Or the loose nut behind the wheel.
Okay, what is the best? Okay, and what's the part, the complex part?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2.
Yes, we could hear that.
Does it sound good, bad, or evil?
A little too hot.
Hot.
Okay, yeah, it's red. I just wanted, so the mic's working, but Mark, our microphone number 2 inlet, this still has to be under warranty.
I'm sure it works. You probably got to go into the control and turn it on through the touch screen.
Okay, I did because I had the line I was working with for sound effects I was trying over the weekend.
Well, then that's the problem. Is it's still set to a line input and it's not hearing the mic.
No,
it needs to go back to mic.
Yeah, that's all.
High.
What?
Mic high.
Yeah, keep
Test.
going.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whatever mic you give to Ken, turn it down anyway. He treats that thing like he owes it $20.
Don't understand why this is not working. This is crazy. Okay, I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. I'm doing something wrong. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Which sounds better? This? I'm on mic high and mic low.
Mic
Which
low.
one sounded better?
Mic low.
Okay, and then let me try his on mic low. Mark, his knob glows blue when I don't get it. It just, there's something wrong with it. I don't know what I did. It's on mic low. Channel 2 is on mic low.
What other settings are there right there?
Stereo program producer, all the same. Both mics are set up exact same, but his mic, I mean, it's weird. When I talk, his VU meter is working even though the mic's off. Testing. It's like, oh no, it isn't. Something's wrong here. Okay. I don't know what I did, but I'm going to try this local here. No. I don't get it. This is weird. This is plugged in.
What else?
His is testing. Test 1, 2.
Dun, 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 dun.
To all the girls I loved before.
Is that Ken's song? To all the girls I've gloved before.
Even that stinky old whore. I wonder, I guess he wouldn't deal with venereal diseases, would he? Being a baby doctor, or do you?
Sure, and quite condescending.
Maybe not professionally, is what you're saying.
No, I'm sure that's got to be one of the top
good.
things that comes in there. But well, if you hadn't been doing that,
yeah,
you would.
Everywhere. Just download our free iHeartRadio app. 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Yeah. Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255, as I've been doing for over 40 years, solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints. And we love doing it, recovering hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and services. Jennifer was telling us about a 2015 Hyundai Sonata with a 90-day warranty. Broke down on day 89. Seemed like a dead switch or something. Just nothing happened. It just died and nothing happened. The lights and everything worked, but when you press the button to start it, nothing. So, Jennifer, obviously, if it was within the 90-day warranty, I hope you called and got on record at AutoNation.
Well, we called AutoNation and told them the issue, and they said we needed to take it to a Hyundai dealer. So when we called the Hyundai dealer, they said they're backed up 6 weeks or more. So we took it to a local shop just to see if we can get it fixed, thinking it was maybe an alternator or something. And then they figured out, and you did mention key fobs. They changed out the batteries in the key fobs. The fobs seemed to be working. So they said they couldn't figure out anything with it. So we towed it to another shop, and they said they thought it was the relay. And then they switched out the relay and then changed out the starter, saying that the relay burned out the starter. And then they said, nope, just kidding. It's the whole engine. So the engine is completely locked.
How could someone not die?
No.
None of this makes sense.
No, it can't be. First of all, the relay wouldn't burn out the starter. If the relay doesn't work, it doesn't work, period. Unless they're saying the relay stayed engaged. Okay, it could burn out the starter. So I guess that could happen. Now, as far as the engine, and the relay, for those listening, it's a stupid little thing that sends low voltage through it to get the high amperage starter, and it doesn't burn out the switch. It's so stupid. No, I don't mean stupid, but I mean you have to. Never mind. In order to turn something on and off, you have to have a switch that can handle the voltage, and because the starter takes so much more, you have to have a lower or so much amperage. You have to have a switch. You wouldn't have a switch that big in the cockpit, so they use little relays to turn them on and off when you turn the key or press the button. But having said all that, now let's move toward the engine. If the engine was completely dead, locked up and seized, is that what they said?
You know what? Honestly, my son talked to them. I think they just said it was locked, maybe seized. I'm not sure.
Locked means seized. That's the only thing I can think. Now, did your son say what happened prior to this failing?
He was just driving home from work, and it started to, when he would accelerate, it wouldn't accelerate, and then it finally just, gave out.
Was an oil light or anything on?
No.
Did anyone check the oil?
I personally did not.
No, I mean the shop. The shop that said the engine is bad. What did they? Can we call them?
Sure.
What shop? How'd you find the shop?
It was actually through a guy who does diagnostic. He said, bring it to this shop. They're one of the better shops in town.
And the guy that does diagnostic, what do you mean?
He's a guy. He's like a mobile diagnostic guy. He didn't even come and look at the car. He's like, no, that sounds mechanical. the issue that was going on.
I'd get it over to Sheridan Auto Tech.
Yeah, but where is it right now?
It is at the shop that we towed it to.
Which is what?
Platinum Auto.
Well, it sounds like she didn't follow AutoNation's instructions to get it covered under warranty. That's going to be the real issue.
Exactly.
Because she should have taken it to the dealership like they said.
When was day, by the way, when was day 89? How long ago?
So this happened on November 10th, but actually his warranty says it's good through the 13th.
Okay, listen.
We went down there and they said there's absolutely nothing we can do for you because you didn't file a claim. Well, I wouldn't even know how to file a claim. Nobody instructed us how to do that.
Now that is horse crap, okay? That's horse crap. I mean, if they said you didn't file a claim, for goodness sakes. I mean, you told them you had a problem. And now they're saying, okay, first of all, I'm not even convinced. Does this Platinum place looks like somebody's house to me? I mean, maybe not. Or it's next to an apartment or anyway. Look, all I can say is we need to have not only it diagnosed, but why it's like it is, okay? And unfortunately, if it was run out of oil, it's not going to be covered.
Okay.
I mean, but if it's anything else, we need to get it somewhere we know and trust, or we need to be able to call Platinum or something. We need get Platinum on the air. So let's start there. Let's just talk to them. I mean, we have when an engine seizes, did they look further?
They said the oil pressure caused the engine to seize.
Got it.
Now, I know Hyundai has a recall on their engines going through oil too quickly. We've also got in contact with Hyundai and have a case number. But my thing is, in the event it's not covered under any of these recalls, this happened on AutoNation's watch, and they should at least honor their warranty.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, they were going to.
But what difference does it make that she didn't file a form if she's on record? Well, do you have any proof you contacted them?
My son did call them.
No, what I want to know is, no. You mean you don't have anything to prove you? They can just say you never contacted us, right?
I mean, they probably could, yes.
No.
But we did tell them, like, look, this warranty is up, like, tomorrow. And so.
But they're not going. Is anyone going to remember the call? Say, oh yes, I remember that.
That I don't know.
See, I don't think it's that you filed a claim or not. I don't think they can validate your call. I don't think they can. Now, you took it to a mechanic that day it failed, right?
Well, that was in the evening, so we towed it home and then towed it back to. Then we towed it up the street to just a local shop.
Was it within warranty when you towed it to that local shop?
It was. It was the very next morning.
Okay. The only thing that I would do, because this is weird, they can simply say, look, you never made a warranty claim. And I don't think it's because you didn't file a form. I think what it is, they have no record of your call. And anyone, 100 days later, 110, 120, whatever, anyone could say, oh, it happened while it was under warranty.
Right.
So what I would do is I would find out how much it's going to cost to fix. Did you?
Well, if it's the actual engine, it's $8,000.
I would sue that dealer for $7,500 in small claims court and get a testimony or affidavit from the mechanic who examined it that day saying the engine was done that day. You brought it in that day. Now, do you also have cell phone records showing your son called?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
I would take those, Mark. I would do it, and I know you would too. If you couldn't get into a dealer for 90 days, and you took it to a mechanic, and now Hyundai is saying, or AutoNation is saying, well, how do we know you called? I think if you can prove it happened under warranty, whether you filed a claim, substance over form, the law takes that most of the time. If it's the actual substance of it, it was under warranty at the time, but you have to prove it. And that's what I would do. There's nothing we can do, though, because they're simply going to deny it. I would get an affidavit from this guy or say, look, would you come to small claims court with us? We got to prove that this had failed prior to the warranty expiring. Does he have a record of that car being there with an invoice? Do you have any invoices?
Not personally, but I can go get one.
Go get one. And then what I would do...
Okay. We did actually go down to the dealership and let them know, and our finance person was the only person who was even helpful, remotely helpful to us. And so he's like, if you can get me records that this was here on such and such a date, then we can go from there. But then he went around the next day and started talking to managers and said that there is absolutely nothing they can do for us.
Well, of course not. They don't want to buy you an engine.
Right.
And by the way, 7,500 or 8,000 is a new engine, right?
Yes.
You're not going to get a new engine. How many miles were on it?
89, I think.
Okay, so they would owe you half of that maybe. You're not going to get a new engine, okay? So you ought to get a price for rebuilding that one. That's what, you really have to be realistic. You didn't have a new engine going out of there. You're not going to have a new engine now.
Right.
So
I don't know any of this, right? Because they just said, yep, it's $8,000 for a new engine.
Here's what I want to tell you. If $8,000 buys you a new engine, how much will it cost to rebuild it? That's what they owe you to put it back to the way it was. You had 80,000 miles. They won't owe you 100%. Even with a rebuilt engine, you're going to come out ahead. So you have to figure out some kind of depreciation. They only have to replace the motor you lost. They don't have to replace it with something better. That's called betterment. So you come up with a reasonable price on what an engine like that is worth. Okay? If you went out to buy a used engine and had it installed, and that's what you sue for in small claims court, and you do it with an affidavit or testimony from the mechanic proving it was there that day, does your finance guy acknowledge, did you talk to the finance guy before the warranty was up?
No.
Okay, then that doesn't matter. No one at that dealership is going to admit taking your call, right? They're not.
Well, I think
right?
That's crap. Right?
Well, what you need your son's cell phone records. And then you need to get that mechanic that you brought it to say, look, we couldn't get in for 90 days or however many days, 60 days, and we took it to this mechanic. It's proof the engine had blown then. We just couldn't get, to AutoNation. And I would argue in small claims court for the price of a reasonable used engine, and then if you have to chip in more, you have a better engine, you'll have a better car. But I would not let any grass grow. I would do it immediately. I have to take a break. I'm Tom Martino, 303. Oh, hold on, John. You have a comment. Go ahead, John. What's your comment on this?
Yeah, we had a 2015 Hyundai, and about 2, maybe 3 years ago, Hyundai sent out a letter on a possible recall about a bearing issue. And I think our car had 82 or 84,000 miles on it, and my wife was driving it. The same thing happened. It went into safety mode, and basically it shuts the car down.
You mean it may not be an engine blown?
No, it's covered under warranty for this thing. They rebuilt our engine, like $6,400 worth of work on it. We now have a warranty on this new engine that is lifetime for as long as we own the car. And Hyundai is...
You know what? So really we need... if it's in shutdown mode, how did they revive it? What did they do?
towed it there and left it there. We got it done, back, I think it was last December. It was only about 2 weeks. But, she needs to take it to Honda.
Well, what put it in that mode? What put it in that mode?
The computer sensed an issue with this bearing concern that they have on, I think it was the 2011, the 2015.
All right, I want her to know that. Again, let's call Kevin Calkin. Let's just get him on the air, okay? I'd feel better. Thank you, John. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Garage Magic for your garage floors. Yes, they work through the winter. You pick the day, you get your garage floor beautiful. You will love it. Guaranteed for life. GarageMagic.com.
Help shape the future of some of the world's best-known brands. PepsiCo is now hiring manufacturing plant directors in Denver. As a PepsiCo employee, you'll be encouraged to pursue your career dreams in an environment where everyone has opportunities for growth and development. Plus, you'll have access to all the training and resources you need so that you can be your best. Decide who you'd like to become. Come grow at PepsiCo. Apply today at PepsiCoJobs.com. That's PepsiCoJobs.com. PepsiCo is an equal opportunity employer.
In these troubled times, I want to tell you about two alternatives to the market right now. Some people want to just get out from their house payment, so consider a reverse loan. Now, you say, wait a minute, rates are high, but you can still borrow money to pay off your loan if you have equity at all, and then get your loan paid off. You don't have to ever make a payment on that. When rates go down, so does your reverse loan, and you can always refi a reverse loan to get more money out. To find out more about this, Empower Reverse will answer all of your questions. 720-500-7719. 720-500-7719. And speaking of loans, let's talk about loans that are really significant, especially in this market. Side by side with a conventional loan, you will pay less interest with the liquid loan. It's a 30-year line of credit. The liquid loan. With a 30-year line of credit, when rates are high, you can choose to pay only interest if you want and to pay a lump sum of principal whenever you want, or if you're not going to be in the house a long time, don't pay any principal. Now, if you decide to you need money, take it, even more than the original loan. It's a line of credit. You can pay it all down and borrow it back. It's liquid. And any money you keep in the same bank earns the same amount of interest as your balance, so it cancels it out. TheLiquidLoan.com from Affordable Interest Mortgage, 720-895-0500, 720-895-0500.
Colorado, Dan Cicchini, done right kitchens, baths, windows, and doors. Thinking of putting
Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name? Dion, hi, in a sentence or less. What did you want to talk to Tom about on the show today?
I am so baffled by this damn thing. Hey, do I have time to reboot this thing?
Probably.
All right, bye.
Okay, Dion, the first thing we would do is have you on the
It's
show. You
not
got
the
a couple minutes
rebooting.
for us?
I know.
Hang tight. Listen through the phone, man.
Come on with a fudge, man. There we go.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to see if his mic works now. Test 1, 2, 3.
That's working.
That's mine. I'm going to go to his now. Test 1, 2, 3.
Yes. That's working.
Unfortunately,
Test 1, 2, 3. This, I'm right up to his mic. It's working?
It's high as shit, but yes.
Okay. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
Test
fine.
1, 2,
It's still
3,
way too
4.
hot compared to
Huh?
yours. Super hot.
I'm going to turn mine off for a sec.
No, don't. You got 10 seconds. Well, 30 seconds.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Deputy Doc's mic. Can you hear it?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay, good. I figured out what it was. It was one of the settings, Mark. You're right.
That's weird. Restarting it helped.
No, it did. Well, actually, I'll tell you what it turned out to be.
Have you tried submerging it in water?
Oh, go ahead, Mark.
303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. And I want to tell you, don't forget.
Mic's down.
What? My mic's okay. Here, testing 1, 2. How's that? Sorry.
Beautiful.
Okay, now, Renew Home Innovations. They are so slamming busy, but they can get your bathroom done even possibly before Christmas. That just takes a couple days. And Renew Home Innovations takes that old ugly shower and tub, you know, the one you step over and makes noise, that metal covered, or sometimes they're plastic and they have shower curtains. They rip all that out and put in a beautiful American standard, and the wall systems look like stone, and it's on a budget. But this is the most remarkable thing. RenewHomeInnovations.com will give you 72 months to pay with no interest. It's true. 72 months. 72 months. RenewHomeInnovations.com. Special discounts for seniors and also for veterans, and a half off labor right now. That's their holiday special. You don't get better. 303-904-2000. 303-904-2000. So back to the phones, and okay, here's on the AutoNation thing where we have a message in. We'll go back to her when we get our expert on. Smarty Marty wants to make a comment on Jennifer. Go ahead, Smarty.
Tom, I had a case similar to this a few weeks ago. It was a Ford. The gentleman had 59,000 miles on his odometer, and the warranty was at 60. He was told to bring it in, and they couldn't see him for 2 weeks. In the meantime, it went past the warranty mileage, and they were not able to honor the warranty. And we learned from them that even if they can't see you for a couple weeks or a month, you got to bring it in for them to document the mileage. So
that's interesting. That's interesting as hell, because Jennifer tried to bring it in, but they said, "Hey, Jennifer, when you called a Hyundai dealer,
a couple months.
It's Jennifer, when you called a Hyundai dealer, what did they actually say?"
They said they couldn't see it or even do a walk-in for 4 to 6 weeks.
Now, at that point, what Smarty Marty is saying, you could have said, "Can I at least document the mileage and the problem before the warranty is up?" That would have been really, I know it's hard to figure that out because it's not intuitive that you would want to get it towed there just for them to look at it.
Right.
But somehow, some way, they don't have any assurances. This sucks, man. It does. Thank you, Marty. I appreciate it.
Okay. Bye-bye.
That makes good sense. But who would think of that, right? Let's see, they told me to take it to a dealer. The dealer doesn't have any openings. I better get this done and at least document it. But, man, because she wasn't dealing with Hyundai, she was dealing with AutoNation. It is confusing. Now, Larry, what's going on with you, Larry? Welcome to the show. What's happening?
Hey, thanks for having me. Just a quick question here. I had inquired about purchasing some firewood last month from an ad.
Okay.
I guess long story short, the guy ended up smashing the side quarter panel of my son's vehicle.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you take the vehicle to pick up the wood?
No, I called. He delivered it. I wasn't at home at the time. My daughter was there, and I got a call from her. She said, "Dad, the guy smashed the vehicle with the trailer."
Oh, okay. So what did she do? Did this guy admit it or what?
Yeah, so I said, let me talk to him. The guy got on the phone and apologized for it. Said that his tires were bald. He had an appointment the next day. And I told him, well, do you want to go through your insurance or what do you want to do? And he said he'll make it right. He has a body guy, this and that. And so I've been trying to contact him since then. And
how old is tell me about your son's car.
It's his first car. He saved up for it. He's 15.
What is it?
It's a Honda CR-V, a 2000 CR-V with pretty low miles.
Wait, a 2000 Honda CR-V?
No, one medical group?
Yeah, and it has under 100,000 miles.
I'd call the cops and do a hit and run on him.
Well, he didn't hit and run.
Yeah, well, he hit and ghosted.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I've called.
They won't do anything in the driveway. It was in your private driveway?
Yeah, I was in my private driveway there, yeah.
Well, maybe our listeners can help him reach out to this guy that isn't paying.
First, let's try calling him. Then we'll reach out to him. Okay?
Perfect.
Hold on, Larry.
Hold on.
How much damage was there, Larry, on the car?
I reached out to one body shop. I sent them several photos of different angles. And the one that I got was upwards of right around $4,000. The whole quarter panel needs to be replaced.
Okay, listen, man. Listen, hold on. You're going to have a tough time getting $4,000. Okay, I'm going to tell you that you're going to have a tough time. Okay, I wish that I could tell you it was going to be easy. We're talking about a 22-year-old car with 100,000 miles.
Troubleshooter Show. What is your first name?
So, what do you think?
Diane, high in a sentence or less?
I don't think they total it. I mean, I don't know what the value of it is worth. It is low miles, and it is a Honda.
Yeah, it's a 5-speed. It's a pretty rare 5-speed model. So
yeah, well, that doesn't help you.
No, if anything, that detracts. Sir, is it a 5-speed manual transmission?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, sir.
Well, that detracts from the value. That doesn't add to it.
So when I look up market value, other ones for sale on marketplace, dealerships, and things like that.
I'm looking at them right now. They're about 5,000. 4 to 5.
So
okay,
they're going to
4 to 5,000, and oh man, this is crazy. I'm going to give you a story. Okay, it's about 4 or 5,000. If he gives you 4 to 5,000 to fix it, he owns that car. He's going to total it.
Yeah, but he can go buy another one most likely for that amount.
Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name?
Oh, man. This guy totaled your car, basically.
All of a sudden on
you understand that?
Maybe
not. I don't know.
I know what story you were going to tell, too.
No, I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to tell the story because it's crazy. But first, I want to help this guy, man. What are we going to do about it?
We got to get his insurance or get him to write a check. I assume he has insurance.
Well, that's what I was going after. I know the guy sent me. He sent me a text message that said, "Hey, this is Curtis. I'm operating under."
It might be worth 7,000 or 8,000. No. That's the mileage. But you have a standard transmission that detracts from it. You subtract like 2,000 or 3,000. You don't understand. You thought having that manual transmission because it's rare was better?
His kid probably just wanted it, but I mean, who cares about that part?
No, what I mean is, though, when it comes to valuing the damn thing, it's going to hurt him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, my son saved forever. We searched high and low for this
I
car.
feel bad for your son. This is terrible, man. It is. Goodness gracious.
And if the guy has a body shop guy that's willing to fix it, I'm willing to go that route. I'd hate. He's going to be getting his license in a couple months, and I'm going to put him in that car, and it's basically trashed up on the whole side, and it's just a bad feeling for this guy.
That sucks, man. I would be so upset if my son did that, saved up for that. Look, here's what we need to do. Let's call the guy.
I'll try to call him when we come to break.
All right, 303-713. And speaking of that, let's do it right now. 303-713-8255.
Put the guy's number up there for me, Ben.
You there, Larry? What's the guy's name and phone number? Mark's going to call. Did you say 720-428-9449?
Oh.
Okay, hang on a minute for us, okay? Thank you.
That's the bad guy's number, right? And his name is Curtis, or what's his name?
Away from this one thing.
10 away.
Oh, God.
When we talk about restoration, it means property restoration. So if you have an event, a fire, a flood, a broken pipe, a weather incident with wind, rain, hail,
hey, man,
snow.
It just says the person
if you
you're
have
calling
any
can't
problems
receive
with
calls at
unattended
this time.
death
Is that
or
normal?
crime, like a meth lab and a rental, this is called a property catastrophe, and you need a restoration company to save the value of your home. Now, insurance pays for that most of the time, but don't pick the wrong company because they only pay once, and you could be left with a mess. It happens all the time.
And he's the owner?
You need American Restoration 24/7. Rock and his team have all the EPA certifications for asbestos, black mold, meth contamination, and all the rest.
No, I don't.
Fire, flood,
I don't get
and all
that.
of it.
When I type in
So
Google
call
on a
them
limb
first.
tree service,
8337
I get 720-428-9449.
8337 AmRest.
Which is
Or
the one
online
that's no good.
at amrest247.com. That's amrest247.com.
Oh, I can't do that. Give me that number. Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
Shannon, do you like jambalaya?
Jambalaya.
Yeah, I made the best jambalaya last night.
I thought you said you watched Bob the Builder. I couldn't tell what you said. Sorry. I don't watch TV. It scares me.
Was so good. Tommy, guess what I asked for Christmas?
Different husband.
Let me guess. A frying
None
pan.
of the numbers
Actually,
work.
I did. I asked for pots and pans for Christmas.
This guy's fucked.
That's right up Mark's alley.
It is.
I'm going to get her a wok if she's lucky.
Yeah,
you know,
right. What? What is La Cousse? Is that a brand? No, I wouldn't know that. Something at Sam's or Costco, like Ninja or Teflon, one of those cool brands.
At least get her some Lodge cast iron. Make her wrist stronger.
Cast iron is freaking heavy. I don't need cast iron.
Does she need stronger wrists?
Cast iron's good. It sucks in all that flavor, boy.
Oh, I cannot wait to cook jambalaya again.
Come on, man.
See if Kevin Culkin.
I decided to go ahead and fill in for Kelly on Friday. The phones.
I thought Dulce was doing it.
Is she doing cabless?
Oh, no.
She's just filling in Friday.
I'm going to help her out with cabless.
Is Kevin in?
How many calls does he get? Does he need that much help?
Martino Show.
God. I told her I'd really rather much live what little life I have, but
she talked you into it.
Hey, it's Suze with the Tom Martino Show. You got a couple minutes?
Okay, this is bullshit. Yeah, well, it's not working.
An iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So I applied for, and I got an Apple card, you know, because it had some specials and stuff. And to activate it, it says to hold your phone up to it. That's all you have to do. Doesn't work. Oh, there it did. Oh, my God. It's working right now. Activate. Okay. It just activated. There you go. So anyway, I got my card, and it's all that near frequency stuff, activating my card. And anyway, let's go back to the phones. Mark, did you call on this thing?
Every single number. There's only two numbers. One, the person is not accepting calls right now. The other is no good at all. So, yikes.
Really?
Gadzooks.
Uh-oh. This guy's screwed. I think, oh, man. I wonder if anybody would be, you know, it could be you're screwed here. It could be. Larry, listen. This guy's not, we can't even get a hold of him. So the delivery number you called for wood, did Mark get that one too?
Yeah, I gave him both
Yes.
that I had.
Mark, what does it say when you call for wood?
What do you mean for wood?
That's the first number. It's disconnected.
Here's the first one.
The
Hold
guy,
on.
of course, Mark, I should know you're
hold
not
on.
going to be familiar with the term wood. Let's say firewood.
That one, I just played it. It just clicks. That's the 720-797-1403. The other one, listen to this.
The person you have dialed is not able to receive calls at this time.
Means
I don't
your
think he
phone was
paid his
turned
bill.
off, right. We have Kevin Culkin for line 1 as well.
Things. Kevin, this is something, okay? Listen.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a Hyundai here, and it's a 2015 Hyundai Sonata.
Okay.
with a 90-day warranty on day 89 or 87 or whatever. It broke down.
Sure.
That's neither here nor there. She says it's a really weird situation. It just stopped running completely. No one can figure it out. She didn't take it to a dealer. She took it to 2 independent mechanics. One said it was the relay and the starter. Then the other one said it's the whole engine. It's locked. Now, someone called in and said, listen, I had this happen to my car, and there's some kind of sensor that puts it into a lock mode where it won't start or anything. Have you ever heard of that?
No, they have a reduced power mode or a limp mode, but that'll just, you won't be able to go about 40 mile an hour. But as far as
No, it's not that. It's not that. This other guy was adamant about it. He said it wouldn't do anything. He said it wouldn't move. He said you couldn't start it. You couldn't press the button. You didn't hear a thing. And it turned out to be it had to be reset. But you have never heard that.
Well, unless it's something in the anti-theft. I mean, there's nothing else on the car that's really capable of shutting down the ignition that way.
Okay. Yeah, maybe this guy, if he's still listening, bro, Kevin hasn't heard of it. So you got to tell.
There's a difference between a starter and an engine locked up, though. That shouldn't be that hard to discern between the two.
Well, Well, it wasn't because one shop said it was the starter. The other shop said the entire engine is locked. Now let me ask you something. Would you still hear the starter engage if you had a seized engine?
It'll hit. Yeah, it'll try to hit the flywheel. Sure.
Yeah. And then you hear click.
Yeah,
but she doesn't hear anything. So could it be that it was seized, and after repeated tries, it burned out the solenoid?
Absolutely, sure.
Okay.
A little of both, yeah.
Damn it.
What
is it? Huh?
Is it still under warranty, you said?
It was when it happened, but she can't prove that it happened under warranty because AutoNation isn't a Hyundai dealer, and they said take it to an AutoNation. Excuse me. Take it to a Hyundai dealer, and the Hyundai dealers couldn't get her in for 60 days.
I don't understand why it would be under warranty in the first place. Is it their warranty, Tom? The AutoNation?
Yeah. 90 day. Mm-hmm. So therefore, if you go to a... By the way, Mark, what about the 10-year warranty?
That's only first owner unless if it's bought through a Hyundai dealer, but it's kind of strange. So you're telling me AutoNation, when you buy a vehicle from them, they give you a 90-day warranty? I mean, I think that's awesome. I had no idea. I've never heard of such. And then, if that is correct, why would they say go to the dealer? What were they going to do? Just write a check to the dealer?
I'm wondering if it has to do with that recall that 2 or 3 people have called about, saying she might be covered under that.
I still don't get the entire thing, though.
What recall is that? Kevin, could you look up this recall? What recall is it?
There's a lot of Hyundai recalls for engines. Hyundai, Kia, they've had a lot of trouble.
Why didn't she try a couple of different Hyundai dealerships? Did she? And they all said they're 4 to 6 weeks out?
Yes, she did say that. Yes.
I don't know how. I just don't get the warranty part of it more than anything, though.
You're right, Mark. Were they just going to write a blank check to Hyundai?
It makes no sense. I've never heard of a dealer doing that. Usually you can take it back. We got a break.
Can we? Okay, let's call an AutoNation dealer and ask them, Mark. Let's just ask them what would be the process. Okay, we got more coming right up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Verdict with Ted Cruz podcast.
Several slow spots throughout the Denver metro. For the most part, an easy drive about town. However, just 1 or 2 hiccups out there. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds into and out of downtown. Up on the northeast end, I-270 westbound, we've got a crash just after Vasquez in the left lane. Stop and go back from I-70 in about 10 minutes of delays for drivers. Over on the far east end and leaving the airport, Pena Boulevard southbound slowdowns continue between Tower Road and 56. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies today with highs in the upper 50s. Enjoy it while it lasts. Overnight low of 20 degrees. Tomorrow, 90% chance of snow. The current temperature in Denver is 57. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
This is Ben Ferguson, and this is Ted Cruz. Together we do our podcast, Verdict with Ted Cruz, 3 times a week. Want to know what's going on behind closed doors in the Senate, the White House, the courts?
If you do, download Verdict with Ted Cruz on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The liquid loan. You've heard me talk about the liquid loan because I absolutely love the product. Right now, with rates where they are, you might think, why would I get a loan? Because if you need a loan, you'll get it. You can refi, pay off your house, or you can buy a house, and here's what happens. The interest rate will go down when the rates go down automatically. And based on your equity, you can borrow even more than the original amount because it's liquid. You can also pay it down anytime you want because it's liquid. And if you need the money back, you can borrow it back. You borrow it, you pay it down. You borrow, you pay it down. And when it comes to interest, if interest is high, you can choose to pay interest only, keeping payments low. If you want to stay in the house, you can put a chunk down on principal anytime you want. And if you change your mind, you can borrow it back. TheLiquidLoan.com, ideal for this market from affordable interest mortgage. That's TheLiquidLoan.com, 720-895-0500.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with a new way to enjoy our beautiful...
Okay, so...
Loop me in on an email. Between the two of us, we can. And the other thing is, Ryan uses that. I can't remember the name of it. Grouper or some deal, the audio service. I don't know. Ryan's out, so you have to keep it simple. So no Ryan. Okay. So I'll just find it.
What are we doing about the guy with the car and the firewood and all that?
Hey, Tom, what day is Dolce going to come in for a refresher?
Oh, I'll text her right now.
Okay, I just need to let Kelly know if it's going to be on one of her days.
Well, I'm going to do that right now. Hold on.
For new car sales, press 1. For used car sales, press 2.
The two of us, if I can help you between stuff, tell me. I can certainly help out too. I'm going to tell them to keep this simple.
Yeah.
If we don't feel it's keeping this simple, let me know. I'll give a little better illustration.
Hey, Trevor, Mark. Hey, my buddy said he bought a car from you guys, a used one. I think it was like a 2015 Honda or something. But do you guys have a 90-day warranty on all your stuff, or did he buy something extra, or what do you think? Oh, no kidding. That's not a bad deal at all. And then what happens if there is an issue with the powertrain? Do you guys fix it, or do you bring it over to whatever brand car?
Did he just say Ryan is out the rest of the week sick?
So if he had an issue, for example, or if I bought something and had an issue, I'd bring it back to you guys.
Friday.
I mean, I wouldn't take it to a Honda dealer, for example. I'd take it to...
If Dolce
take it back
cover,
to you.
apparently
All right,
Ryan
hey,
was
thanks,
willing
man.
to cover for Kelly on Friday.
Yeah, that's it. I'm looking around for a car, and I had no idea you guys offered that. I was looking at CarMax.
Ryan said he would do it, but then Tom said Dolce would do it, so we were like, screw it, we'll have Dolce do it.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
All right.
So I'm not going to worry about it. Why would I worry?
I don't know yet, man, but I do appreciate it. Thanks.
Just keep this
you
all
got
under
pots and
wraps.
pans coming. You're fine. Jambalaya for all.
Jambalaya. Love my jambalaya.
I double checked how much vacation time I have left.
18 days.
If I work in the sick days and all of it, 62 days off.
Can't you create that into dough?
I think if I get fired or laid off or something or whatever.
What does it do? Just keep rolling?
Nope.
It goes away?
114 hours go away because that's how much I have left in vacation time.
Well, you can't. That's not fair.
I don't care.
Okay, well, fuck you.
For the last 2 weeks of December, then.
We should hire Shannon.
No, where the hell would I go? That's the other part of this. I'm on vacation.
Well, I just never heard of use it or lose it in a corporation this big, but I don't know. I've never worked for one.
Yeah, we get a couple of weeks, and I use one.
What if you try to use it and you can't use it? Why don't you just take December off?
To do what?
I don't know. Jerk off.
Exactly. Well, I already do that.
Okay.
And I continue to work. It's fine. I can do both.
Just don't do it at work.
A little bit.
Yep. Two things can be correct.
How many do you get a week? Or I'm sorry, how many do you get a year?
Hours?
No. Well, is that how they do it? Is hours?
Well, I think so. It's like I get, being here.
Yeah, I know.
20 years, whatever. I get 4 weeks.
Miles gets that. Actually, he gets 5 weeks with Walmart this year.
Sure. One of those weeks he's going to have to spend as QB of the Broncos.
That'd be nice.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Here to help you in any way we can. Don't forget, this is wonderful. If you get a whole house softening system under $2,000, you get a whole house filter for drinking. The most extraordinary system. If you order before December 24th, it doesn't have to be put in then, but order. You get that price under $2,000 for drinking water around the whole house and softening. Waterpros.net. Waterpros.net.
Hey,
now,
Tom, real quick, did you see that they're going to start recycling the yucky yuck water into drinking water in some of the places around here, some of the cities?
they're actually going to do a closed loop, you're right, and it's incredible.
It's disgusting.
Recycling. Yeah, recycling, I mean poop water. My goodness. Now, so what are we doing about this? What are we doing about this, Larry's vehicle? I mean, what are we doing about it? Mark?
Well,
I mean, there's nothing.
The guy's number doesn't work. It simply doesn't work. Hey, Larry, if you text him, let me pull him up. If you text him, does he actually answer the texts?
He was for like the first 2 weeks, and now there's nothing.
Did your kid get a picture of the car, the license plate? I mean, what do you know about Larry?
So his name's Curtis, but I just have his company information, and then we took pictures of, his truck or his trailer out there next to the vehicle. And that's about it. He was responding on his personal Facebook page and then his business
This
page.
sucks.
But now it's just, when I look him up online, it shows that he's
I'm
not
going to
available.
text him, see if I can get a bid from him. I'll see if he answers a text.
You're awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, that's the best we can do, man. This guy's a dirtbag. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK. We have another hour to go, and we will help you. Please stay on the line, and we will solve problems where we can.
Michael Brown for Integrity Health Advisors. Medicare open enrollment is underway.
I can't tell, Susan, is your mic low again on the air?
I don't know, is it? Why? Did you think it was? It did? Do you want to go?
I don't want to. I love this, but I can't.
I think I recorded it, didn't I? I did record it, so I could fix this myself and double check it myself. Let me see. Albums, videos. Live. Oh no, that's photos. Where the? Okay, videos. Okay, I know. I recorded it. I thought that's the way we solved this whole problem.
You got me crawling around on the floor down there on video.
Let's see. Where the frick would it be? Was it before or after Adeline's party?
Before.
It was?
Yep.
You sure of that?
Yep.
Well, it wouldn't have been back.
Yeah, it was much longer than the whole deal with Kelly wanting decorations and me to stand on the ladder.
Hey, how about that, Tom?
Yeah.
How about those those college kids that were killed? What a fucking mystery is going on there, man. Someone
What
walks in.
happened?
Oh my God, they shredded him. Some guy. It's been like 2 weeks now. Some guy, some girl, someone walks in, literally kills 4 people. 2 on 2 different floors. 2 are still alive on the very ground floor. 4 people dead. Stabbed them so many times, blood actually leaked through the siding on the fucking house. I mean, we're talking unbelievable shit, like out of Texas Chainsaw. No leads, fucking nothing. College town. It's unbelievable, man. Never seen anything, never heard of anything like it.
Nope, I don't have it. Can't even imagine why.
Repipe.
Yes, let me see if I took a picture of it. Maybe that's what I did. Yeah. Oh, hey, B-Large, how you doing? Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
What's up, dude?
Good. Yes, it was fantastic.
Gosh dang it.
4 to 6.
Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We'll have the latest facts on the murderous mass shooting in Colorado Springs. We'll find out whether the Post has apologized for wrongly blaming conservatives for that, and what can we all do to protect ourselves and loved ones from the next mass shooting.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino here, and we are solving problems as we go. Thanks to the whole staff and the show we've been doing for more than 40 years. And I want to thank Deputy Smarty, Deputy Doc, Deputy Dollar, also our experts like Dan McKenzie for estate law, John Fuller for personal injury. We also have great people on real estate for help, Stephanie Thomas and Frank Duran, the real estate man. And we have Sheridan Auto Tech, Kevin Calkin to help us with cars, and Jeff Vick at Kimmer Transmission, and all of the experts. My goodness, we have a ton of experts that we use on a daily basis. All of this together for the good of consumers, including things, people you don't hear from that often, like Cliff Enton with workers' compensation and injury, and, all of them. The people that come on as our experts, Harris Family Law, the McKenzie Law Firm, as we said, and other people that are real, Ashenberg Family Law, all of the people that come together to help on this show. So, if you have a problem, questioning, or complaint, just need information, let's do it. Let's talk about it. 303-713-TALK.
You sounded like you were accepting an Emmy Award and thanking everybody.
No, I just do that.
Yeah, it was nice.
This is a time of reflection. By the way, speaking of Cyber Monday, which no one was, but I want to, I found there are such extraordinary deals. Mark, do you remember how you used to call me every Christmas? You call me about the TVs, man. You say, my God, I can't believe they're giving them away. I mean, really.
They had one this year. I couldn't believe this. I think it was $88. It was a 50-inch or a 48-inch at Walmart. Think of that, under $100.
Wow. What?
I ran out of places to put TVs, though.
I know it. Under $100?
Yep.
What size?
It was somewhere between 40 and 50.
No way. God. All right. How about this one? I mean, I don't think I've ever heard. Listen to seriously. Let me go right here. I just saw it today. A laptop was $119. $119. I could not freaking believe it. I mean, come on. Yeah. Now, it may not be everything, but if you can't afford $119, this is for, somebody getting into laptops, they need to get online. This has the Intel Celeron N4500. How old is that processor? 1.1 gigahertz, not the fastest, but it's got Windows 10 Pro, so that's a generation old, right? 4 gigabyte of RAM, digital and onboard RAM, and 128 gigabytes digital hard drive. $119? Think about that. If you want to have a laptop, let's say you want to dedicate to something, like a home security or whatever, that's pretty cheap. I want to hear from people who have found the best deals in the world. So, Jennifer, with AutoNation, here's what we recommend. There's really nothing we can do. You're going to have to build yourself a case. Mark verified that they do have 90-day warranties. But what we're puzzled about is why they would send you to a dealer blindly.
That part made no sense, because he said, no, you would bring the vehicle here, and then we would determine how we're going to get it fixed.
Right. So, but they didn't tell you to take it there, did they?
No, they told us to get in touch
Did you
with the
do?
Hyundai
Hold on.
dealer.
You keep saying us. Is your son the one that was making these calls, or you? Oh no, I'm sorry. The other one was with the son. This is your car personally, right?
Well, it's actually my son's car, and he actually did make the phone calls, yes.
Okay. So you actually didn't hear when he called over to AutoNation.
I did not.
And he said, Mom, they told us to take it to a dealership, to a Hyundai.
Right.
Is
And
he
then
on?
so he
Is
immediately
he
got
next to you right there, Jennifer?
He's not.
Oh.
He's at work.
All right. So they told him to take it to a Hyundai dealership. That doesn't make sense to us. Just doesn't make sense to us.
So here's the thing. I don't know if those little things when you call in, they're like, hey, this phone call is being recorded. I'd like to pull that up if possible, right? I don't think he would make up to send it to a Hyundai dealer because that's just not what he would do. But when he
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he made it up.
you, no, I not you, Tom, not you.
I'm
at all.
saying I'm wondering if he misheard him, maybe something else. I don't know. I mean, because Mark just called and they said, "Oh, if you have anything wrong, you got to bring it in. We determine where you go
Tom?
with it."
I just got a text from one of our listeners on the technical service bulletin that includes that vehicle. It sounds familiar, and the recall for the replaced engine is not just for original owners. And they're warranting it up extended to 10 years or 120,000 miles. I think this is going to be her best fight.
Jennifer, did you hear that?
I did, and we do have a case with them, and I'm actually here at the shop where his car is, and they're saying that it probably will not fall under that.
Why?
I think that was oil consumption.
But maybe that's what
oil.
It ran out of oil.
Well, I'm just telling you, I think that the recall was oil consumption. When the light goes on, I'm not going to get into it, but it might not be covered.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. 303-713. Yes?
I'm sorry. There is also a class action lawsuit that I've also investigated that has to do with the oil consumption, but who knows how long that's going to take, right? Get that settled in court and everything else.
You can't wait for that.
No.
I would rather, if you're going to have, Jennifer, no matter what, if you're going to have any work done, first and foremost, prepare your small claim thing.
Okay.
And concurrent with everything else. And that is, get a mechanic to say, yes, it was here, and it was on this date. And they were complaining about this, and the engine was out. And then get the cell phone records to show your son calling over to AutoNation. I'd go to small claims court, and I'd fight for the value of that engine. I would do it no matter what. Now, in addition to that, please don't have anything done without going to someone we know and trust. And I'm serious.
Okay.
Now, you always hear us talking about Sheridan Auto Tech and Kevin Kalkin. He's one of the premier shops, but also Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission. But I think a Sheridan might be better for this. But there are other shops depending on where you're located. They're not the only shops on a referral list. But, you know, some of the old guys have dropped out and retired and all of that. And so you just, what part of town are you in? You have to figure out. Suze will give you a good recommendation. 303-713-8255. Now, Gary, your cousin died last week?
Last Wednesday.
Now, we have an estate attorney that we can talk to. Does it have to do with probate, or what does it have to do with?
Well, here, the situation is, he's my first cousin. He's lived with me for about 10 years. Initially, him and his wife were together, moved in. She moved out years ago. They got officially divorced. Now he's passed away. His brother is his next of kin, which they haven't spoken in probably 15 years, just intermittently here and there. But
when did he pass away?
Wednesday, this last Wednesday,
okay,
right before Thanksgiving. He doesn't have much assets. He has a Harley Davidson motorcycle that on the title it has his name and his ex-wife's. So that was one question. Is that rightfully hers?
Yep.
So, Just tell her take it.
Part of it is.
My garage.
It depends. I mean, yeah, or tell her that he's been living with you. You're going to charge storage if she doesn't sign it over. I mean, you could play some hardball there. What else?
I mean, it's not that big a deal for me for the motorcycle. If it's hers, she can take it and just get it out. The other question is, he's got a bank account with the last balance I saw was around $7,000. I know his brother's the next of kin, so he's going to have to probably go through the process of that. I didn't know how that works. Does he have to go to probate court, or will they just hand him?
You can do a small estate affidavit. Now,
small estate affidavit.
You don't. By the way, you're automatically assuming his brother will get this.
The bank account, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? I want to get Mackenzie on again. Hold on. I think it's worth asking him a question. Hold on to see if we can get him on really quickly. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Dion, this concrete thing, here's what I need to ask before we take your call fully. Dion, is this about the job or the concrete itself or what?
Both. Both. He sold me 4,500 PSI. We did tests on it, came in at 3,000 PSI. He refuses to give us any information on where he got it. He says he...
But how is that 1,500? Hold on. How is that 15? And how did you determine it was 3,500?
I had a test kit come in. I did a test kit on all of the concrete where he poured.
And it was all 3,500?
It was, yeah. I ordered, though, what he charged me for is 4,500 PSI. Now,
did you do what kind of test kit did you have?
I don't know what the brand name of it is, but
but was it a cone? Did you do a slump test? What did you do?
It was a hammer. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out what the name of it is, but it's a hammer that goes and it hammers into the concrete, and it comes up with what the pound per pressure is.
Okay. All right. Hold on, and we'll talk about this. I'm Tom Martino. More coming right up.
The hugs, the joy, even the sleepless nights. Whatever you get from parenthood, you always want to give your children everything. And the UNest app makes it easy to save for their future. The UNest app puts smart investing tools right in the palm of your hand. Plus, you'll grow your UNest account with every purchase you make from over 150 top brands like Disney Plus and DoorDash. Start building your child's financial future. Download the UNest app from the App Store or Google Play. See terms and conditions at unest.co. That's UNEST.
Okay, I did not hear the end of that other commercial. Sorry about that. John Fuller is a personal injury attorney who will give you the personalized attention you deserve when you're hurt in an accident. Now, I'm hoping you never get hurt in an accident. But if you are, there are going to be a lot of commercials. You're going to hear about all kinds of awards and what attorneys get for you. What you need to know and what you really need to concentrate on is what they do for you and how they treat you. Because those commercials bragging about big settlements, cherry pick. At John Fuller, he doesn't cherry pick cases. He takes cases he will personally work, and as he said, cherry picking is foolish because you don't know if a case is going to be giant or if it's going to be small. You work them all with vigor. And he will give you the respect. He'll give you the cell phone number where you can reach him anytime, and you will notice the difference because you're not going to talk to a call center. You're talking directly to John Fuller, Fuller Law, 303-597-4500, 597-4500, myaccidentlawyer.co. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies is who I am consulting about my retirement. Now, my retirement might be closer than your retirement, but no matter when your retirement is, you need someone to help you put all the elements together, like 401ks, IRAs, pensions, savings, insurance, your estate plan, all of it. You may have elements of an estate, but do you have a plan not for your estate but for your retirement to give you income and to help you get through retirement comfortably? Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, a sponsor on this show, is someone I truly believe in, someone I can highly recommend. They'll do a free complimentary visit as many times as it takes for you to feel comfortable. Yes, they'll answer all of your questions, like how much they can save you and how much they can make you and how much is possibly going to be charged. All of it, transparency. 970-663-3211. 970-663-3211. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. The Art of Granite. The Art of Granite. It sounds like they do only granite, but they do everything countertops, including man-made materials and all-natural stone, and all of that material is sold to you through the Art of Granite at wholesale. They charge for the actual fabrication and installation. They even tear out and haul away free. They even do the bathroom vanity free when you have the kitchen done. So find your price and get it now, today, on the phone, theartofgranite.com. Yeah, they're proud of their deals. 303-386-5919. 386-5919. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I didn't hear the end of the spot, so I didn't know when I was supposed to start. Every once in a while, I don't know, it's just something, it's weird. I could have had maybe it down, I don't know.
All right. Hey, Gary? Gary, my,
I'm Frank Arity.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code SPORTS for a special offer when you sign up. That's code SPORTS, only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. LJ is an expert, he says, on concrete and has a comment on Dion's problem, so let's bring them both up. And LJ, he said basically he ordered 4,500 PSI, turned out to be 3,000. I had a question for him, but I'll let you talk first. My question was, does that 1,500 make a difference, and how do they determine PSI? And I didn't know what's the price difference. So first, before you mention, Dion, what's the price difference between 3,000 PSI and 4,500 PSI?
It's about, I don't know, it's about what we paid for, obviously in volume, we lost about 3,000 to 5,000.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that you got 3,000 to 5,000 less in retail value
than what we paid? Yeah.
Now, pounds per square inch, you determined with some kind of special calibration hammer?
Yes.
Hey, Tom?
The rebound hammer.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Thanks for calling in, LJ.
So what he uses, it's called a Swiss hammer test. And first of all, in order to test it, you have to find a part of the concrete that did meet 4,500 PSI using that Swiss hammer, and you have to do the rebound test on that. So you have to know of some part of the concrete that achieved 4,500 PSI so that you know how to test it. So if you haven't done that, it will be inaccurate from the very beginning.
But let me ask you something. How do you find, without a test, how do you find something that you know is 4,500?
So in order to do that, I don't know if this was a commercial or residential house, but
residential.
Typically on a commercial project, they'd run tests every 100 cubic yards. So they have a third-party tester that comes out. The way they test compressive strength is they make cylinders, and they take them to a factory, and they break the cylinders under pressure. And
okay.
When they break at 4,500 PSI, that's how they know what it is. So typically, that's how it's done in the industry. That's what they call ACI, which is the American Concrete Institute. That's the standard for testing of concrete, the slump in the air and a compressive strength. And they break those cylinders at different intervals. Typically, 4,500 PSI means that it will meet 4,500 PSI in 28 days. So if this concrete isn't 28 days old, it won't. The contractor or the concrete company won't do anything until it's 28 days. Because of the hot and the cold.
Now, hold on, LJ. Hold on one sec. Dion, did you test it 28 days at least after?
Oh, yes. I tested a year and a half later. He's even admitted that they gave him the wrong.
Wait a second. What led you to test it?
Well, it started flaking. And so I was, we just spent a lot of money.
Dion.
A year later, it started flaking.
Yeah, Dion, sometimes flaking has nothing to do with PSI. It has to do with the finish. But I want to ask you something, Dion. Did you have an area that you knew measured up to 4,500 that you could compare?
Yes, I did.
And so you sound like you knew what you were doing. So you pounded the 4,500 first and compared the rebound.
Correct.
Okay, so you're relatively convinced, plus the guy admitted.
I'm not only convinced, but the guy admitted it, and he's blaming the concrete suppliers. And he's refusing to give me any receipt, any purchase order, anything like that.
So the statute of limitations on a breach of contract, I don't think it's fraud, although it could be, but let's just say breach of contract. And you would go after him. You don't let him become a moving target. He's the one that bought it. You did business with him, or did you write a check to the supplier?
No, I did business with him.
Okay, then he's the only one you have to concern yourself with, and it's a breach of contract. And it's right within.
This is also something that is very common. After researching this and going over and talking to suppliers and whatnot, this is a common thing that some concrete companies do. It's impossible to know what you're putting in there. Most people will
whenever they show up before they pump it, man, they actually have the load sheet with them, and the load sheet will tell you everything.
Yeah, we never got that.
LJ, is it true that it's common in the industry to short people PSI?
Well, so just so that there's clear, the concrete company gains nothing typically by shorting the concrete. So that's one thing. It is possible, and it is common to have what they call low breaks. So, like, even all the construction that's going on I-25 right now, all that concrete, I'm sure they have had low breaks. But
what does that what does that mean, low break?
Okay, so what that means is, let's say, like on the highway, they usually want around 5,000 psi at 28 days. Maybe in a course of a 1,000 cubic yard pour, there may be a break that comes in there at 4,800 psi. So what they'll do is they'll say, hey, we want to know what happened with this break. They'll wait 28 days and see if it gets to 5,000. If it doesn't, they will wait 56 days is the other break. And if it gets there, there may be a pay deduct typically, but that's usually about it. That's what you're doing with the state. But it is
LJ,
I don't
one
think
quick.
It was malicious by the concrete company.
Wait.
but it
LJ,
does happen.
Tom, let me say something. LJ, I don't think Dion, not the concrete company that actually shows up in the big concrete truck, not where it came from. He's saying the guy he went through probably ordered 3,500. The concrete company itself didn't do anything wrong. It was his contractor. Isn't that what you're saying, Dion?
Absolutely. And
he made a bigger, hold on, Dion, he made a bigger spread is what you're saying.
Fair enough.
Right.
Now, LJ, quick question. What makes the batch 4,500 as opposed to 3,500 or 5,000? What is different?
So in layman's terms, typically, they a long time ago, they used to do concrete in what they called sacks. So one sack of cement, like if you buy it at Lowe's or wherever, is 94 pounds. And typically, if this gentleman wanted 4,500 pounds of cement or 4,500 PSI, he probably was going to order a 6-sack mix, which means 6 times 94, there was somewhere around 564 pounds of cement in that mix to make 4,500 PSI. That's an industry standard.
Wait. But doesn't it have to do with the square foot you're putting it down on?
Not necessarily. No. So the concrete companies, they make an ingredient, right? They have a recipe, and this gentleman could ask for the batch weights.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So basically, there's more material. There's more material in a 4,500 PSI than would be in a 3,000.
And the main cost component is the cement.
Right.
So yes, there'd be more cement in a 4,500 PSI concrete than there would be in a 3,500.
What does the rebar make stronger? That's not going to be PSI.
That's the adhesion, together. I mean the lateral strength.
But it makes it stronger.
Right, laterally.
The rebar is there for what they call structural reinforcement.
Right.
It's not to make it. It doesn't affect the PSI of the concrete coming out of the truck.
Right.
But it makes it stronger in general.
It does, and it does if you start to, like, what would happen if this was normal, someone would come out and they'd say, okay, we're going to core it, and they would drill a hole in the concrete. They'd take that core to a test, and they would compressive strength it, and they would break it, and they'd say, okay, this is 3,800 PSI.
Mark, the rebar is the structural strength, but the PSI is kind of like the crumble factor. I mean, you can take and put rebar in anything, but
I guess what I'm saying is if you have if you're doing a driveway and you have 3,500 PSI concrete, but you use some kind of fencing or rebar, that's going to make it as strong as, say, 5,500 PSI?
No, it will not. No, it will not, because if a truck can damage the surface or something dropping on it can damage the surface in a commercial application, the amount of rebar in it has nothing to do with it.
That's basically my question, though. What does the rebar do then?
It keeps it from cracking and separating, and it keeps it structurally together.
That's correct.
So, Okay, so listen, Dion, I don't know, man. You gotta. It sounds like you have a good case, and if I were you, I'd get a professional to do it, and I would then get my contract. Then my contract says this many. I paid for this, and I actually got this, and go to small claims court, man. Because if we
we're
call
going
them.
to have to do that. Yeah. Here's the problem, though, and here's why I wanted to talk to you. This is not. Now, I know that I'm going to have to.
All right, hold on. If you're going to tell me a bigger story about the industry, I want to hear about it right after this, okay? It's really important to us that we warn people about this. Panacea Life is Panacea. That means real CBD that works.com for all your pain, inflammation, even anxiety. It's great for the holiday season. Pennies on the dollar now, right at this site, for all of their products, including cosmetics. Real CBD that works.com. Got you, bro. Thanks. Okay. Okay.
This report is sponsored by Friday Health Plan.
Monday driving traffic down to downtown Athens, an hour looks like some significant slow spots southbound. I-25 north and southbound, 3 driving into and out of the downtown area. Northeast from Airport, Commerce City, I-270 westbound crash is still in the left lane just after Vasquez. We currently stop traffic all the way back from I-70. Further east and leaving the airport, Canyon Boulevard, southbound slowdowns continue reaching Tower Road at 56. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies today, highs in the upper 50s. Enjoy it while it lasts. Snow tomorrow with a high of 26. Current temperature in Denver is 57 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Clark Swan, 630 K-Health.
Friday Health Plan is designed for people who buy their own health insurance with benefits like unlimited $0 primary care and mental health visits.
There are no spots for him? All right.
joint pain rob you of your quality of life. Discover advanced regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics. Call now to learn more. It's a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 303-900-8986. That's 303-900-8986. 303-900-8986.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're starting to speak another language. Like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots.
Mark,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes.
The Killer's hot sauce, you know they're advertising it. The 4 hot sauces are called Hot Fuzz, Fire and Bone, Caution, and Blowback. Pretty good. We got a rally for line 2. This guy needs help, and it's probably something we can help with. Tom, are you there?
Yeah.
So on line 2, a gentleman from another charity organization reached out to us because their organization can't help him. He's 55 years old, disabled. I just talked to him. He sounds 100. And he's moving into a new senior living place, and he just needs help moving a couple pieces of furniture. I'm hoping we have people that can help with that.
What does in-house catch-up mean?
I have no. Oh, probably me reminding Mark to stay caught up.
Oh, good.
Me harassing him.
Good.
Or I probably put that in for myself.
Do I need to refresh again on my camera?
It's probably an old message.
Oh, okay.
Did
I
you hear
like
back
this
from Dolce? Is she going to come in tomorrow or later in the week?
I'm still, I just texted her again. I'll let you know. Since her car's not running, I got to go get her. So, or actually, let's see. She's right in front. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Her car's not running?
No, and I haven't been able to get it in. I have an appointment.
Needs a battery.
Holy
for
cow.
December 5th. It's under warranty. December 5th, they're taking it. I got to jump it, though. It's completely dead. It won't take a charge. Never heard of such a thing.
Troubleshooter show. Please hold a minute.
Oh. Oh.
Put Rock's email in there for me, please. NIM.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Listening to me a few years ago, you noticed that I was losing my voice on the air during the show. Honestly, I was scared. So I did my homework and I found the very, very best voice specialist. Turns out he's right here in Denver, Dr. David Opperman of the Colorado Voice Clinic. He figured out what was wrong with my vocal cords, he fixed me up, and now I still have this job that I love so much. If you are having any kind of vocal trouble, get in touch with Dr. Opperman at coloradovoiceclinic.com. That's coloradovoiceclinic.com.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. So, well, I think Dion's got a plan of action for concrete. And he wants, though, to spill the beans on a bigger problem. Dion, so you say a year and a half ago you had what you thought was 4,500 PSI delivered. It really turned out to be 3,000. You say this is common. How do you know it's common?
Well, first of all, when I first got involved with this, I had to do my research. I had to make sure, because something didn't feel right. Like I said, the concrete wasn't working right. So I did have a couple people come and take a look at it. They verified that it was not 4,500 PSI. But then talking to some of the suppliers, the concrete suppliers, not the people that put it in, but the supplier of the concrete, told me that this is common with some of these small concrete companies. What they do is they come in, they bid you, they get the job, they buy lower grade, they put it in. Nobody ever knows the difference because most people don't know about concrete. It's not something that's brought up to you. In fact, in our circumstance, we were never given anything for the supplier. Now, we've asked for the supplier information. We've been given three different names.
But you still haven't told me if you found any other circumstances, bro. You haven't told me that.
Circumstances of him doing this again to somebody else?
Yeah.
No, I just know that I'm a victim, but I know that there's other victims out there. This is a common practice. Like I said, if you talk around people with the industry, this is something that happens quite often. People just don't know what they're buying, and you get companies.
Well, I can see where it's rife for abuse, and because really, like you said, who the hell would know? You test it 28 days later.
Exactly, and not to mention, I mean, you don't even know if there's a problem usually because
Did you go to the supplier? Did you go to the supplier and verify that 3,000 was delivered to you?
You know what? I called the three companies that they've given me, and all three of them do not have any information on our address. And they're also the ones that, they're the ones that are talking to me about this, that this is a common issue as well.
I don't understand that.
They blame the supplier, and I've got it. He's put it in writing that it was the supplier's fault. But now he won't give us the supplier's information. He won't give me a receipt. He won't give us anything. He came to redo the pavement. He said he was going to do it if I didn't talk to you. I said I won't. I agreed that he would just come, take out the concrete, and replace it. That was supposed to be within a week. 4 weeks.
I hope the guy doesn't go out of business when you get a judgment.
I'm hoping that he does go out of business. I definitely hope he's going out of business.
No. I mean, before paying you, sir. Hello.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha. I hear you. That's one of those things that we just, unfortunately, we're the victim. We're sitting here with, $25,000 worth of concrete that isn't what we bought.
Okay, I get it. Are you going to do the small claims thing and get a judgment?
Yeah, I'm going to have to, and I need some help because I think that this is a bigger problem than what people are thinking. I think that this guy has been doing this for the last 3 years.
Okay.
Just imagine if you could do this, Tom. Just imagine if every job you did, you could make an extra $2,000 without anybody.
No, I know exactly what you're saying, and I think it all happened. COVID brought the worst out in a lot of people.
Yeah,
I think
I can agree to that.
I think that's probably what happened. But thanks for letting us know, though. Really, I don't know what we tell people to do, though. I guess the ticket. I don't think the batch supplier would lie, although. When you get the ticket, it would have to have your...
Actually, can we call him, Tom? Can we call the owner of the concrete company and ask him where that receipt is?
Well, it's kind of late now. It's a year and a half old, bro. Man, no, it's not even worth it.
But he just redid some concrete 3 months ago.
Wait, what do you mean he redid it?
Okay, he agreed that they gave him the wrong batch. He agreed that he would redo it. He came in a month later and only did a partial of it and left us with the whole mess of the concrete. So he filled in 4 spots, but he redid the concrete just 3 months ago, but he only did a portion of it.
The one that he redid, hold on. The portion that he redid, did he get it right?
I think so. It looks like you can tell that by the color. You can tell that it looks like a stronger batch. But it's only on it's only on 4. I have a huge...
I get it, man. I get it. Listen, I get it. But there's no sense calling him right now. I think you need to get your judgment first. And listen, folks, if we've learned anything, it's ask for the ticket from the supplier or call the supplier ahead of time and say, you want a duplicate ticket. I don't think a supplier would ever conspire with a concrete contractor.
No way.
And I think it would be a good thing to do. I'm Tom Martino. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Genesis Total Exteriors. As the weather turns, he will turn his attention to indoor home improvements. GenesisTotalExteriors.com.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
Plenty of problem spots throughout the Denver Metro as we navigate this Monday noon hour. I-25 north and southbound, no complaints into and out of downtown. Just west of downtown, 6th Avenue westbound at Federal, you've got a brand new accident. No word on lane blockage yet, but we are seeing slow traffic back from I-25. Heading to the northeast end of town, I-270 westbound, drama continues with a crash in the left lane after the exit to Vasquez. About 17 minutes of delays and congestion back from I-70. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. It's the warmest day of the week with highs in the upper 50s today. Enjoy it while it lasts. Tomorrow we're looking at snow and a high of 26. The current temperature in Denver is 58 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
End the year on a hiring note. Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
I like the liquid loan, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a 30-year line of credit, and it's variable rate, And that's what you want now, and I'll tell you why, because when rates go down, it will go down. But you may say, well, Tom, when the rates go back up, won't it go back up? But see, you have control over it. Let me tell you why. If rates go up, you actually can earn that amount of interest on your savings as well. And that will offset the portion of your balance. The other thing is this. You can choose, if rates go up, just to pay interest only to keep payments lower, especially if you're not going to be in the house a long time. And then you can choose to pay principal whenever you want. But listen, because it's simple interest, as soon as you pay the principal down, the amount of your interest payment changes as well. So you're not paying all the interest up front. Side by side with a conventional loan, even a lower interest conventional loan, you will pay less interest. You got to find out more. You really do. TheLiquidLoan.com from Affordable Interest Mortgage. 720-895-0500, 720-895-0500. Fix It 24/7 is a company I know and trust in my home. In fact, I just recommended him to a dear friend the other day. And guess what? He's getting a new furnace, an AC, and he is thrilled to death. You know what it cost him to find that out? $39. For any problem in your home, plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, $39. Now, that $39 will get you a complete and full diagnostic with a price up front. If you don't want to do the work, you've only spent $39. Then go shopping. But if you have the work done, which you should, they'll credit you the $39. 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939. It's a very simple way of doing business. FixMyHome.com.
We just
love tea.
Doom, doom, doom.
Edwin, you should be next, so hang tight. You're going to come on and tell Tom what you need, okay? Oh, you are sounding much better. Hang on. Sir, how old are you? Okay. Gotcha. You sound much better. Hang on.
I am a fool, baby.
Ay, 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 ay. I wonder how much that registration's gonna fucking be.
$5 million.
God
Probably
bless.
enough to make you cuss. Glad I won't be there.
They're just,
$5 thought you paid taxes when we bought it. No?
I paid the sales tax, not the registration.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh, and it's an electric vehicle. That's an extra 20%.
Is our season. Stream the premiere of Meat Eater Season 11 exclusively and free of charge at themeateater.com. And while you're there, find incredible deals on some of my favorite hunting gear from First Light, FHF gear, and Phelps game calls.
Tell your smart device to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio. Then you can hear news and talk that impacts your life.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station. Available on over 2,000 devices.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. You know, more and more things I shop for on Amazon, I'm sitting there 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I get it the next day by 8 a.m. in the morning.
Same in Franktown.
I want to know, how do they know what to put in these regional warehouses?
Algorithms.
Oh, come on.
It is. They know exactly what they're selling. Absolutely, man. They don't just guess.
Like I ordered, yeah, I understand. We say algorithms, but like how? Mark, I ordered some parts for a pressure washer. Honest to God. I mean, just nondescript crap. A few bucks. It says order in the next, so many hours and get it by tomorrow morning between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. I mean, it's like more convenient than going to a store. It's getting to a point where I'd be very nervous with conventional retail, the giant conventional retail.
Hey, Walmart actually had more traffic than Amazon for the first time in a long time this last week.
Wow. That is incredible. Anyway, I'm Tom Martino. We got more coming up. Edwin, hang on. We'll take care of you. Any problems, questions, complaints, give us a call now. 303-713-TALK.
Let's face it. Credit cards are pretty much
Let's see. Colorado snow forecast.
Wow.
I always feel lied to with the snow forecast. Like, it's either a dud or it's, a shit storm.
Yeah, it's like the Broncos. They suck.
Why do they suck?
I can't believe how bad the Broncos are. I mean, B-Large, you watch that game? It was the worst game ever.
Horrible. Yeah, man.
I don't even know. Even defense sucked. I mean, really sucked.
Oh, yeah, everybody. I think the defense is just tired.
They gave up. I'm telling you, the whole team's given up.
Yeah. Well, the defense especially because they put them in the position to win, and they can't do anything.
They can't do shit. That new quarterback sucks. Russell sucks. He's horrible.
Yeah.
You know what sucks is...
You really had high hopes for him.
Everybody did. Walmart... They don't fuck around with their managers and shit. They'll cut you in a heartbeat. I mean, they work your ass off and you get paid well, but I don't understand how the owner of Walmart's putting up with this shit. I mean, I know there's contracts and shit, but fuck these guys.
I agree.
Even the fair-weathered fans, can't stand it, but even the loyal fans are getting to the point. I mean, they suck.
It's just what it is. So many years now, man, of just not getting anywhere. Like, horrible.
That coach has got to go. He's horrible.
Troubleshooter show, please hold.
Actually, I don't know who's the worst on the team, the coach or the quarterback.
Well, according to D-Hin Denver on the YouTube, Broncos... Oh, wait. What did they say? Oh, no, MR gave Russ way too much power, is what MR is saying.
I have no idea.
The quarterback.
He sucks. He's so bad.
Like, they gave him too much power. Like, what did they give him? Like, he has no
Oh,
power.
I don't know. I'm just reading comments.
Probably, too, the contract, but God bless, man. I mean, if we're truly stuck with him, holy shit.
Seattle
It's
fleets
like
the Broncos,
the
John
offensive
Libby
line
says.
sucks, is what it is. The offensive line's still a piece of shit. That's the problem too. Like,
They were favored by 1 yesterday, and they suck.
Did they lose?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Spanked.
Broncos and back office are so mismanaged.
Man, you spend that kind of, what was it, like $48 billion? You spend $500 billion on a fucking team? I'd be livid,
it
man.
wasn't that much. It was like 4 point something. It was like, what was it, 4.2 bill?
No, it was like 44, I thought.
Wasn't that much.
Oh, I'm thinking of fucking Twitter. Twitter was 44 billion. I was going, fuck, I know their market cap was, yeah, but you're right, I'm thinking of Twitter.
There's got to be something. It had a 4 in it, I know.
We need Elon to buy the fucking Broncos. He can buy that by selling like nothing.
Okay.
And then he can go in and do what he did to Twitter, just gut the motherfuckers.
Tell you.
They no longer have a partnership with KOA, do they? I mean, I know the games are played, but isn't it a lot different the last couple of years, or you don't know?
As far as I know, it's still the same. They're just like have contracts with each other and stuff.
Got it.
We gave Wilson $245 million, someone says. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's serious coin right there.
Yeah. It's like a 7-year deal, though.
Radio on your desktop and on your smart device. Denver's talk station is available everywhere, in your car, at work, and wherever you go. All you need is our free iHeartRadio app. Just say, play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, and make your life just a little easier. GarageMagic.com for your garage floors. If you want beautiful garage floors, how about that for a gift, huh? Of course, you have to pick the day to have it done, but it can be done. GarageMagic.com. Our along the front range lifetime guarantee. Now, here's the deal. I have been so fascinated with Amazon. I really have been. And here's why. If you think about the genius of Jeff Bezos, where, by the way, I think it was 30 years ago, 20, maybe 30 years ago. When did Amazon start? It was right in the beginning. And what year? Anyway, I remember making fun of him, thinking, oh, you know, Jeff Bezos, what a jerk. You know, it was 1994. And I remember thinking, what an idiot, losing money on every transaction. The company lost money, wasn't it for, I think, 94, 2000, then it was 2004, 2014, for 25 years or some ridiculous. But he kept making money with inside stock because stock kept going up. But it never turned a profit. It was the only company in the world where stock prices went up. And it did, well, not the only one, but it made no money at all. None. Zero. Zip. It lost on every transaction. I remember one board op said one time, talk about morons. I'm not talking about board ops in general, not especially you. Who is it? Who's on?
Be large today.
Be large is so smart. I'm not talking about you, B. But listen, I said, if you lose money on every transaction, how can you possibly ever turn a profit? And he said volume. and that's not true, because the more volume, the more loss. But people believed in Jeff Bezos. Think about it. They believed in him. They believed in him that they would loan him their money, basically, for 20-some-odd years, and eventually it'd be worth something. Of course, a lot of those stockholders were making money just selling their stock, and they were believing in a dream. But what's the most remarkable thing about Amazon is their fulfillment center. That's when they really, 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 really kicked ass. Their fulfillment center. Now, that's way more than just, they used to be the back end for people. The back end. In other words, if you made maps or if you made widgets, people would order them through Amazon, and you would drop ship them. But now, with Amazon Fulfillment, they call it FBA, Amazon Fulfillment Centers, they actually, listen to this, Mark. Do you know how they get everything in their warehouses from almost every vendor? Do you know how?
How?
That if you want to be part, they have shown that if you're part of the Amazon Fulfillment Center and Guarantee Program, you're going to sell like a third to a half to 50% more. Okay? 30 to 50% more. Now listen to this. So now you want to be in their warehouse. To get space in their warehouse, Amazon is not paying for that inventory. It's the other way around. You are, I mean, think about this.
It's the same way shelf space works in a grocery store, though.
Well, I understand, but what he did is he's not buying and reselling. A lot of stores, that used to be the model of retail. You would buy wholesale and sell retail. He buys nothing. Nothing. You beg him to be part of the fulfillment center. And you beg him to be on a shelf in that massive warehouse. How big are those warehouses? But what I find astounding, depending on the part of the country you're in, Mark, by what you said, algorithms, they know what to stock. And so when you go on Amazon and you search for a myriad of products, I know it sounds hard to believe, but almost every one of them, well, every one of them for sure, sold by Amazon, is in their warehouse. And their eventual target, and they're almost there, Mark, their eventual target is to overnight deliver or same-day deliver all of their products.
You know, you're missing a little bit of it, though. Let's take 21. In 2021, they generated about $25 billion in operating profits. If you took out their web services, which we call AWS, their cloud services, just to give you an idea, the stuff you're talking about, they would have only made $6 billion. Most of their profit comes from AWS, and that's another reason they could take so long to scale, because they got a whole different section of the business that makes really good money.
Yeah, but $7 billion is nothing to sneeze at, for God's sake.
No, but you're talking $25 billion with AWS.
No, I get it, Mark. But is it incredible to you? So when you go shopping on Amazon and you see where it's fulfilled by Amazon, that is in their warehouse. Prime overnight. It's in their warehouse.
And they have their own fleet now.
And don't they have their own aircraft, or they're buying their aircraft?
I don't know about aircraft. It wouldn't shock me.
They're not going to be beholden to anyone. But right now there's about 200, I think, fulfillment centers. I think. Think about that.
You know, a bunch of them went on strike over Black Friday. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they had walkouts all over.
Can you imagine the genius behind, and it's not just him, putting together a team like that? I mean, honest to God, to put together a team that can catalog merchandise in a warehouse and get it to you in a few hours from all over the country. Anyway, I had to remark on it because I used to think I thought, oh, what a scam. Because for years and years and years and years, there was no money being made. But if you backtrack, the money being made is astounding. I mean, when you even go retroactive and amortize it out. Anyway, let's go to Oliver. Has a comment on concrete. Oliver, go ahead.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Oliver.
I'm an independent contractor, and I was listening to your guy there on his concrete installation, and he's right about one thing. I mean, why go 4,500 if the guy doesn't know you can go 3,000? And the reason for that is these people that pour concrete, these smaller companies, go through these liaison companies that have their own trucks and their own concrete trucks. And then they buy, from there, you don't know what you're getting unless you get a lien waiver from the company that you're buying the concrete from, and which would list the PSI and would list the slump amount on there. So that, for him to say that's running rapid is true.
Okay, Oliver, and for those listening, I want to explain. When you order concrete and you want it, let's just say a certain strength, some of these contractors are selling you a strength and charging you for it, but delivering a weaker product. And the average consumer would never know how to compare 3,000 PSI strength to 5,000 PSI strength. So they're making a bigger profit because they're selling you an inferior product. What Oliver is saying is it's very difficult for a consumer to find out what's actually on that truck being delivered to you, because not only do you have the contractor trying to cover it up, but maybe even the truck driver who's independent picking it up from the batch plant. So how does a consumer know? I would do this. How about this, Oliver? You ask, where are you buying the concrete? Not what truck's delivering it, but where are you buying it?
That's what the load sheet will show, though.
Exactly. Because the
Right.
concrete company will tell you exactly what's on that load.
And they have no reason to lie to you.
They have no reason whatsoever.
Right, because they're only getting paid for what they...
If you leave it up to them, they're going to do exactly what you're saying.
Okay. Well, consumers have to take the bull by the horns. You're going to have to figure out how to make sure to get the batch plant or the the actual load report on what's on that truck. And Oliver, you're saying if they use an independent trucker, that makes it even more difficult because that independent trucker may not want to release that. The independent trucker and the contractor installing it might be in cahoots.
That's a good point.
Thank you very much for the call. I hope people get smarter listening to this show. If they're buying concrete, they certainly learned a lot. 303-713-TALK. We got more right after this. We got Edwin who wants to talk about senior living. He has to get there. He's a disabled vet. Let's talk about how to help him coming up.
One day you bring them home. The next day, they're packing up the car and heading to college. Childhood moves fast, so the UNest app makes it easy to save for your child's future by putting smart investing tools right in the palm of your hand. With UNest, you can even grow your account with every purchase you make from brands like Disney Plus and DoorDash through the UNest app. Start investing today. Download the UNest app from the App Store or Google Play. See terms and conditions at unest.co. That's UNEST.
If you need a reverse loan, Empower Reverse. Now, if you need one, you may say it's not a good time to get a loan. But, even with rates the way they are, it accrues against your equity. So once you take out the loan, it doesn't matter because you're not paying it back if you do a reverse loan for the right reasons. It's because you want to be in your forever home and stay there. You don't want a payment. Maybe you even want some extra money in a line of credit for emergencies. Now, as the rate goes down, your reverse will go down. You may even be able to borrow more money. And again, there's no repayment on a reverse loan while you're alive if you choose to stay in your house. 720-500-7719. For more information, empowerreverse.com. 720-500-7719. So may I ask you something about going into that commercial?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, seriously. When I hear the sound go out, I can start talking. Okay, even though there's a few lines left, maybe, or a few words. You cut it off just before it ends. That's fine if that's what you're going to do. I just need to get used to it.
I think that spot is like dying. It doesn't complete itself.
Ah.
Like maybe because I think it's supposed to say like .com and it doesn't say .com. It just says like the website is.
Oh.
It says the first word, so it doesn't say .com, so that's why you don't feel like it finishes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Man, Deputy Doc sounded bad.
Hopefully you don't.
No, I sprayed everything as soon as he left. So I wonder what this Apple Platinum card's good for.
What is it? Like a credit card or a freebie? What the fudge is it?
Well, you know, I'm trying to get the credit. Here's what I'm doing. I'm up to like $850 or something, but as I had more cards, I think you suggested it, then I used a lesser percentage of my credit every month.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is they go by the percentage of credit used even if you've never missed a payment ever, 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 ever. Your score can change by 50 points in a month.
Oh, yeah. That's normal.
Yeah, because at the end of the month, you pay everything, and then it goes back down, back up again. So I'm trying to slowly, because if you get them too fast, it counts against you. I'm trying to slowly accumulate more cards, not to use them, but to have more credit available, so I use a lesser percentage of credit available. That's a little trick, right? Are you the one that told me about it?
Probably.
I think, or it could have been Kurt Rogers. Or it was the time we were all talking about it.
That shows up, my line of credit shows up as available credit, or Suzanne's does, I should say. Isn't that crazy? Her credit jumped quite a bit. It went from like 810 or 815 to like almost 840, I think.
Right, because you had more available that you were not using.
She's got millions of dollars of credit available. It's crazy.
Right. Because of that. Yeah. Oh, I like that idea.
It works. If that's the goal.
You're right. That's a great idea.
I never even would have thought of it, but that's how it's reported.
Hey, I got somebody who can find the batch ticket for that address if we get the address.
Oh, cool. Suzanne, see if you can get that guy's address. We can get the ticket.
What are you talking about?
That guy that called.
Concrete guy.
Oh,
Or the address where the concrete was delivered is probably.
I can email him.
Yeah, find out, because I have a source that said they work in the industry and know how to do it.
And can you take Edwin next?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mark, I sent that one complaint to the owner.
Yeah, they're all the same.
I know. He's getting on it.
Actually, they've calmed down quite a bit. I'll be.
No, I know, because he promised me, and he's really doing. Hey, did the other one stop advertising? Did I lose that endorsement too?
Just till next season.
Oh, so he stops during the winter.
Well, he might do a few jobs, but yeah,
okay.
It's like XL Roofing or somebody.
$. On select mattresses from top brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase. Shop in stores or at mattressfirm.com.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. 630 K-How, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Let's get to Edwin now. Edwin, what's going on with you?
How you doing, Mr. Martino?
Edwin, I'm so sorry for the wait. How are you doing?
I have my breathing problems, but I just got off my nebulizer, and I'm on oxygen, and well, the problem is I need help moving into the senior citizen building, and I have no help.
Now, Edwin, explain your story. You're a disabled veteran?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you are on oxygen.
I'm on oxygen, a nebulizer, and all kinds of medications.
Now, why are you moving?
Okay, I'm moving because of health problems, and
Are you moving into assisted living, sir?
It's a senior citizen building. Thank God. I'm with the VASH program with the VA. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
A little. Now, Edwin, so how can we help you, sir? How can we help you?
I need somebody to help me.
Okay, what do you need,
He
sir?
needs
What
help
do you
moving.
need?
What kind of
3
stuff do you
blocks,
have?
Tom, it's 3 blocks, not a lot. A dining room set,
Well,
a
what I
bedroom
need
set, and a couch.
Is, to move my living room furniture and my bedroom furniture and a couple of boxes. I had a couple of friends that were helping me because it's real close. It's here in Englewood, and I had a couple of friends of mine that helped me move some stuff in shopping carts. And I left them in a friend of mine's house that lives
He
over
literally needs help moving 3 blocks. A bedroom set, and then the living room set.
And a dining room table.
So someone with a truck and stuff. Hey, you're not a hoarder, are you? I'm just going to ask you outright. Because anytime I've signed up to help people move, they're hoarders.
No, I keep a clean apartment.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and I have somebody, as a matter of fact, tomorrow that they clean up for me.
Oh, he has a maid or something, but he has until December 5th. If anyone out there can help, my email's help@troubleshooter.com.
You know what? That's really something we need to find out. We need to get someone to help him move. An organization or something,
Would
maybe.
one pickup truck worth of stuff, or give us an idea, man?
Well, I wanted to rent a small U-Haul. Not if I get like a regular size U-Haul, it'll go all in one trip. It's just
well, that's way bigger than what I thought you were saying.
No,
a regular size U-Haul. I mean, that's a moving truck, man.
Well, no, wait. What is a regular? What is he calling though? What is he calling a regular size?
I know what a regular size U-Haul is. They're like 30-foot trucks.
It's like the smallest truck they have. Not a pickup truck, but I guess next.
Okay, hold on. We want to try to get somebody first to go look. Maybe we can.
Or can you take some pictures of everything that needs to be moved around the apartment?
Excuse me, sir.
Do you have a smartphone?
My grandniece is trying to teach me.
Okay, hold on. Can your grand niece take some pictures with her phone and send them to us?
She lives out in by the airport.
Where do you live?
Inglewood.
I live here off of Hampton and Washington. 3590.
No. Don't give your address. Don't give your address.
We just got to get some eyeballs on it. If someone's listening around there, let's get some eyeballs on this.
Okay, we need a deputy. We'll deputize you. We need somebody to go see this gentleman, see what he's got, and see what we can do to move him. So listen, we need to get all your information, and then we're going to put the word out. Okay? That's what we're going to do.
Who was the lady we all helped move? Every time I hear moving, I think her.
Oh, my God.
All of us went out there, and she couldn't have beat us up more. It was unbelievable. What the hell was her name, Suzanne? Daphne's favorite person. I can't hear
Daphne's
Suzanne.
favorite person.
Yeah, for moving, that we all went out and helped.
Oh, Doreen?
Oh, yes, Doreen.
I think this guy will not give us any issues, Mark.
God, I hope not.
Okay. Let's just here's what we're going to do. We're going to get his information, and then we're going to figure out how we can help him and basically go ahead and help him. I mean, what the heck? I mean, let's just go and see what we can do to find someone first to find out what we need, and then, as far as size vehicle, and then who can help him. Let's do it. Give us a call, people, if you can help. Now, of course, you can always call. Remember this, 303 Martino and leave a message if you're listening to a delayed broadcast or live stream or even now. 303 Martino, 303-627-8466. Or you can call direct to the studio, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown tomorrow morning at 6:30 KHOW Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Broadmoor.
A closure in Aurora. This is the intersection of Sable and Smith, closed due to police activity. You can use I-225 Chambers, I-70 or Colfax instead to get around that. A disabled vehicle westbound 6th Avenue at Federal and is blocking the right lane, adding a couple of minutes onto the drive. And an injury crash. This is westbound I-70 at Steele. Expect delays there. Your Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Today mostly sunny, mid-50s for the high. Slight chance of rain and snow tonight. We'll get down to about 21. Snow expected tomorrow, mid to lower 20s, and then sunny on Wednesday, upper 30s for the high. Right now, 56. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Katie Mitchell, 630 KHOW.
Holidays are a perfect reason to stay at the Broadmoor. Whether it's the traditional holiday show featuring a star-studded lineup or one of their spectacular New Year's Eve celebrations, you are sure to make memories that will last a lifetime. Visit Broadmoor.com for more information.
So, if you really want to get stem cell therapy, I am asking you to go to Denver Regenerative Medicine for real stem cell therapy. I'm a real bugaboo about this. For years, people have advertised stem cell therapy. They don't do real stem cell therapy. Bottom line is this. To do real stem cell therapy, it must be on-the-spot donor, meaning yourself. You give up your stem cells. They extract them in a 3-hour painless procedure, and then re-inject them where needed to help you with troubled joints, tendons, cartilage, painful areas as an alternative to surgery. That's denverregen.com. Give them a call, and you will talk to a stem cell physician free of charge to find out if you are a candidate for stem cell therapy. So schedule your call, 833-STEM-GEN. Call them up, 833-STEM-GEN, denverregen.com.
Hub.
What do they need done?
We do home repairs and remodeling, ma'am.
What are we doing with that concrete call? Anything? Basically nothing, right?
I don't know what we can do with it.
Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name?
He needs to bring him to court, man, but he has no... Well, I guess he has the core sample. That's pretty good proof.
Yeah.
Have you been watching Yellowstone, man?
No, I want to, but I haven't.
God, I love Yellowstone. I was on a... You know, we actually watched it live last night. That's how much we like it.
Are we getting this guy? Did we help this guy with his cousin, the expert opinion? Did we get Mackenzie on?
No.
Can we get him back and get him on so we can give him more publicity tomorrow?
Sure.
Suze?
She's on the phone.
We did, man. It was really a fantastic Thanksgiving. How about you?
What do they call the harmonica? I heard someone call it something pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. A mouth harp?
A mouth harp or a mouth. Mouth something for sure. I don't think it was harp. A mouth member, a mouth. It was funny. A mouth. God, what the hell is it? Hey, when you park at DIA, where do you go?
Oh, we have a secret.
We use the spot.
Oh, no, here's what we do. Oh, okay. We have a place. We have a routine. We go up to this certain level. I don't know where it is, but we walk in and go right to clear and then come out, and there's always parking spaces, but we only do short term. We've never gone away more than a week, so short term we just do. I guess it's a waste of money, but
I don't know. How much is it usually?
well, you know, it's like, I don't know, $20 a day or something. You know, we like it.
That's not, I mean, if it's $20 a day, that ain't too bad. Plus, you're right there. We do the spot. I think it's like, shit, it's got to be 10 to 15 bucks a day.
Thank you so much. Hang on.
No, it's not that much, Mark.
Well, I'll tell you how much it is in a minute because I'm booking it.
I bet you it's $6.
Oh, fuck no. There ain't nothing $6.
I'm
My
serious.
attorney's on, so I'd
We don't
expect
pay
you
more
next,
than 20
okay?
bucks.
Thank you.
Plus 5 years of experience in the job or performing similar job duties and providing QA lead for IT projects. To apply, please mail resume to Davita Incorporated, attention Jamie Steffens, 5200 Virginia Way, Brentwood, Tennessee 37027. Equal opportunity employer. Again, to apply, please mail resume to Davita Incorporated, attention Jamie Steffens, 5200 Virginia Way, Brentwood, Tennessee 37027. Equal opportunity employer.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Once again, we're going to talk to Dan McKenzie, McKenzie Law, for estate expertise on wills, probate, death, you know, all of the stuff associated with estate law. And I urge you guys to call him. I'll give out his contact in a minute here. Gary has a question. His cousin died, and he needs advice. Now, Gary, I'm going to go back to your record to sum it up for our attorney. And Dan, here's basically his first cousin lived with him for a very long time and just passed away. He has a few assets. He doesn't care that much about the motorcycle. It's in the ex-wife's name and the deceased cousin's name. So he might just tell her to come and get it or pay for storage, whatever. Bottom line is, though, there's about $7,000 in the bank. Now, there is no payable on death. There is no co-owner. And Gary took care of him a good part of his recent life. But this guy also has a brother. Now, Gary, I assume there's no will. Is that right?
Right. No will.
Now, Dan, in the absence of a will with this bank account, can that brother step in and say it's mine automatically?
Not automatically, but I mean that would, if I'm understanding, the deceased person did not have a spouse. He said ex-spouse. Sounds like didn't have kids. Then we've got parents. If there aren't surviving parents, then the next in line would be siblings. So the brother would be next in line in the intestacy, meaning no will there.
Right. He had no children, no property. Both parents are deceased. His brother's is the only one.
Does his brother know about the bank account?
Yeah, I mean, he's you know, it's not like I'm trying to hide anything from him, you know, because, you know, we want to work together to get him laid to rest or, you know, cremation.
Okay, so, Dan, what does he do? What does he do to help? What does the brother do to get the money? No will. He's the brother. What's the next step?
It's actually the same process we discussed this morning as far as somebody takes a small estate affidavit in there, because it sounds like this deceased person had less than $74,000 and no real estate. So you would print off, you would Google small estate affidavit. It's on the Colorado Courts website. You fill that out on your own. You sign it in front of a notary. But again, what you are testifying to in that document is that you are the correct person to come get that, and you will get it to the right people. And frankly, the right person under the intestacy laws is the brother. But what you could do is say, look, I've got a I've got a creditor claim against this estate. Like, I feel like I'm owed money for the care I provided. There might have been costs that you took on. Like, you could actually kind of work up an invoice here and just say, and provide it to, the brother and say, look, I've got, this isn't going through probate, it sounds like, but bills still need to be taken care of, and I've got one, so here it is. And
now, Tony, are you looking? And I don't mean this as a bad thing, but Gary, are you looking to get any part of this money?
Well, I mean, I could probably use it to repair a lot of the damage that was done with his dog and everything.
Okay, well, Gary, you can work up.
I don't want to fight for it. And
No.
Want to give me anything, that's fine.
You could work up an invoice. You work up an invoice. Did he pay rent to you, Gary?
He did.
Okay.
And also, and I should mention that he did leave a $10,000 life insurance policy, me as a beneficiary, to take care of funeral expenses and, have a little celebration of his life and whatever. So I guess I get that straight, free and clear as far as that goes. So the other money, I'm not going to fight for it. If Darren wants to give it, I'm sorry, I shouldn't even said his name.
Okay, then don't bother with all the technical stuff. Just, I would say to him, Gary, if he wants the money, he needs to do the small estate affidavit. I wouldn't bother doing it. I would just tell him to Google it. Does he live in Colorado?
Here in Denver. In fact, I was down at his house last night, and we were going through paperwork. And
tell him he's got to fill out the small estate affidavit and take it to the bank to get the money. You're not doing it.
Right, and then he's got he's a death certificate, I assume.
Yep.
Yes.
He's got to take care of all of that, and so do you. You have to get a death certificate for the insurance proceeds.
Right. Yeah, we're still in the process. In fact, we're going to go to a funeral home this afternoon and talk to them about getting the thing rolling as far as that goes.
Are you going to do cremation? What are you going to do?
Cremation. That's what he wanted. He's also a veteran.
Hey, Suzanne, who are those people on the referral list we had for a while? They're
Fieldmen. They're wonderful people.
No, I'm talking the other one. The cremation was like, it was...
Mark.
Was it...
Abbott.
Oh, Abbott.
Funeral services.
Okay, right, but who was the other one, Mark? The Jewish
said it was Feldman.
Feldman, they're good people. They're good people.
Yeah, but that Abbott, their pricing, I never heard of anything so good.
Well,
check Abbott? Both, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't made a definite decision, so I was trying to shop, basic cremation, I guess. A friend of mine works at Fort Logan, and she said, you don't need to do nothing fancy, and then she would start the paperwork for the veteran.
And listen, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you having money left over because, like you said, there's damages and stuff you got to fix.
Listen to this: $8.95 direct cremation, transportation of the loved one into the custody, Social Security notifications, basic service of the funeral director and staff, care custody until cremation, 5 days included. I mean, it's the whole deal. A basic deal is $8.95 at Abbott.
Well, hold on. That's inexpensive.
I know.
Will they do your dog?
No, I don't think so because I think that's an entirely different. What is it? A kiln? It's not a kiln. What is?
No, but I'm saying, man, it's almost that for a dog. For goodness sakes.
Yeah, they really do a good job. Then they also work directly with the state. So if you happen to have someone that's got no money, maybe a homeless person, they do a lot of that too, and they get paid directly by the state.
Gary, by the way. It was your cousin. He lived with you. I'm sorry for your loss. I imagine you miss him.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking, and it was myself that found him. He just went to sleep, and basically it was cardiac arrest. So
how old was he?
67. He would have been.
Oh my goodness!
In December.
Gary, where's his dog?
His dog is here. In fact. His ex-wife just came by since I called the first time. I talked to her about the dog. She's willing to let it go to the couple that wanted it. So,
that's nice.
Dog. She came to reason.
That's very nice. What kind of a dog is it, Gary?
He's a pit bull.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet dog. He's a sweet dog.
No, I know they are. I know with the right environment, they're sweet.
Yeah,
God, I disagree.
Come over and
What, Mark?
The dog.
I don't know, man. They terrify me. You always hear ones that, oh, it was always a perfect dog. We got it as a puppy. It was great. Then it ate 3 neighbors.
By the way, I want to say, Dan McKenzie, thank you very much. McKenzie Law Firm for estate issues. 303-578-2745. 303-578-2745. More coming up.
Now.
Hey, Tom.
Hello, are you there, Dan?
Listen to this, man. This funeral home. I have never seen this before. It makes sense.
All right.
You got to add $600 if the body's over 300 pounds.
Wow.
So you go from $895 to $1395 or $1495 if the body's over.
Now, you would think they could use the extra grizzle or something to sell, but
something.
You're just going to hack off a limb then, just to
Infant.
get it underweight?
Infant or fetal's $450.
Mark, did you hear B-Large?
Oh, God.
No, what do you say?
You hack off a limb to make it underweight.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Or what's that where they suck the fat out?
Lipo him.
Lipo him. Just with a Hoover. Ah. I like these guys.
Why aren't they on this list still?
I don't know, man. We don't do good. If they did a schedule, I think we would have done great for them, but I don't think people go to referral list for funeral services, you know?
I'm going to call them.
If they did a schedule, they'd kill it. I mean, these prices are unbelievable. People don't know that. And it's not like cremation's any different between them and someone else.
Who's a contact there? I want to call him about in-house.
Suzanne will have it. That could be a good in-house one.
Yeah. In-house what are you?
How much do you think embalming costs? You guys take a guess.
How much?
$500.
Oh.
Suze, can you give me a contact over there?
To who?
Abbott Funeral Services. They're like they were in studio with us one time too. They're definitely in the biz. Let's put it that way.
They're good people.
They're
Do they look
definitely
like
good people,
the
but
Addams
you got to
family?
be a little fucking strange to be in that business. They're good strange, you know, like Suzanne's good strange.
Whatever.
Hey, Suze.
Yeah.
Did you get this latest from Eric?
Yeah, I answered him like in 30 seconds flat.
Oh, thank you, dear.
I thought you saw that. Sorry.
Oh, I got the concrete call. Good.
Isn't that funny? An airline won't charge extra for a fat person, but the cremation service does.
Need to buy that extra, what is it, quick light or whatever? The logs?
The logs. Oh.
For like lighting fires?
Yeah, I know what you're
They
talking
charge
about.
extra.
From Walmart. Yeah, you got to add one. Wasn't the Terminator put into one of those in one of the movies? They threw his ass in there into a kiln or whatever they're called, a cremation machine. Is it a kiln? What the hell is it called?
I don't know. I mean, it's like a kiln. It's a pizza oven.
Box.
A pizza oven. Pizza oven only goes up to like 800. Actually, they might go up to 1,000.
519-700-204-5685.
A human
Mark,
kiln. Okay.
Pizza Hut.
Listen
pizza
to
ovens
this.
are wonderful. Yeah.
2,400 degrees. Now that's hot. They call it yellow hot. Oh, here's a typical Quora question. Is it possible to survive being in a kiln if you drink enough water? Yeah, okay. 2,400 degrees. You could be sucking on an ice cube. You got no choice.
Gotta hustle
What
to
does
my
a
allergy
satellite
shot.
communicator do?
I'll drop you off for your allergy shot. I'm going to head over and get some fajitas.
All right, I'll Uber over to Perry Steakhouse and get myself whatever.
Not
so
happening.
You be good. See you at home.
Not happening. What do you do when Stephanie gets a little mouthy, Tom?
Let's see.
What's your secret sauce, brother? Kick me some of that secret sauce.
A bar of soap.
Bar of soap.
You go, I think one time, did you make one of our kids suck on a bar of soap?
I put soap in one of their mouths.
I thought I remembered that. We watched, Christmas Story and got the idea.
I remember hearing about it so much. Remember that? Oh, you're going to go wash your mouth out with a bar of soap.
But there was parents that did. Did your parents do that to you, Suzanne?
What?
Put a bar of soap in your mouth?
After they belted my face.
Ah. Now go clean that blood up. Here's some soap.
What is Marty saying is Smarty Pants is saying is fishy?
That whole Johnny trailer park move. Something's very whack with him. He left like 8 messages in 3 days.
Oh, the guy we just talked to?
No, Johnny in the trailer park. No, from the beginning of the show.
Turn to the experts. Call now before this plum crazy deal ends. 303-633-5577 or schedule online at plumlineservices.com. Service at home, servants at heart, and plum crazy good deals.
Stay connected with your favorite shows on Denver's talk station. Sign up for our newsletter email now at khow.com/newsletter. Breaking news, weather, sports, and more from our community. That's khow.com/newsletter.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Hey, by the way, cybercrime, protect yourself against it. Tom and the promo code get you 44 days off of this app that runs on your phone or your laptop or your tablet, safernet.com. It'll keep away all viruses, malware, ransomware. You can find out more, safernet.com. Okay, Tony, what's going on with you? Welcome to the show.
Well, I wanted to thank you and Marty. You helped me out last week, giving me some direction because I had a pump problem with my well.
Okay, I want to. Did I take the call or did Mark?
You both did. It was a misdiagnosed well issue.
Yes.
And what was misdiagnosed about it?
The pump.
Well, everybody was looking at the bladder and the pressure tank rather than the pump, and the pump was the problem. And I had that done, and I got a bill from one company at over $500. The other fixed one issue for $150 something, and I said, no, I'm not going to pay the $500, but I will pay $250 because the guy came out twice and he did his work, but he did.
Oh, I remember that. You were yes.
He wanted to be super duper nice and basically give them something, but didn't feel like he should give the whole amount, and he hadn't paid anything.
But they did pay out because they were very super duper nice with me when they called me. They were really.
And Deputy Smarty Pants helped you?
Yeah, he just helped me reaffirm because I've done this before on my own, and I just haven't had to do it for such a long time. And
what did Marty tell you to say? Take it or leave it, right?
Yeah, but I wanted to be a little bit softer than take it or leave it.
I don't think that's Marty's style. He wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't say basically take it or leave it. He said to be a little bit more direct. I wanted to be a little less direct and give them an out if they needed it, you know. And the owner called me personally, and she was an incredibly nice person, but she was direct. She was business about it when she realized that it affected one of my other jobs that they're doing here because the guy came early. Then she said, "No, you're being reasonable about it. We'll take it," and that was it.
You know, and you are being reasonable. I think that you could serve as a role model for people who have problems. I mean, you know, it's amazing to me how some consumers get so nasty so quickly, and it just backfires on them. It just
he was holding all the cards, though. This guy really was holding every card there was.
Yeah, but don't play the cards too. You know, sometimes you can play all your cards, and then you got nothing left.
How much did you end up paying him? I didn't hear that.
I had asked for $250, and we agreed to $250.
Nice.
What were they trying? Were they trying to get anything specifically?
Like $500.
It was over $500 and something dollars. Okay. I don't remember the exact amount, but she did it immediately. When I was talking to her, she sent me another invoice correcting it, and it was Dear Water. Got to give them the credits because the previous owner was as nice as these people. They were direct and very nice, and the owner had just come back from a foreign trip.
So you'd use them again, right?
Oh, heck yeah. No doubt about it. Because when they're that reasonable and they understand, and I said I didn't blame their their tech because I saw that he was overworked. And he was trying to get everything in. I said, but when you do that, at least I would have waited an extra day if he needed it. I said sometimes tell me, hey, I'm pressed, and I'll give him the extra time rather than rush it or.
These guys, HVAC guys, any kind of in-home service now. These guys a lot of them are run ragged. I agree with you there, man.
Yeah, and by the way, as far as the concrete, you're mentioning the concrete, in Australia, I don't know if they have it here, they can teach you to do a slump test on site.
But the slump is one thing, but it's not so much that it won't show you the PSI, but it will give you some indication of the of the mix. It will.
Yeah, my brother and I used to run a smoke compression, home and commercial, and I did more of the financing.
Well, wait, Tom.
The other stuff.
It must give you what the PSI should be, or else how would you order it? If you order 4,500, it's not going to come finished.
A slump test measures consistency of the concrete, Mark.
No. I'm saying there must be a test to figure out what the PSI is before it's done.
Oh, no.
We had it at our professional jobs.
No. They said it's in the mix. Unless you're really, okay, I imagine a really experienced concrete contractor could probably take literally like a bucket of it or a container and look at it and know if it's thick. I mean, it's really the amount of cement put in. It's how many sacks they put to a certain amount of water. And I don't know how anybody would know by looking at it, but maybe there is someone like that. Listen, we should get a guest in on concrete and nothing but concrete to do an interwoven theme. It would be a good, interesting show. I'm Tom Martino, by the way. Save all your problems for me.
Follow Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino. And stay connected with all of us at 630 KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. Leland Conway is next on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
We just can't seem to catch a break, huh? So many rough fire seasons. But we made it through, and now there's another risk. All that charred soil and burnt vegetation can lead to floods and mud flow. I know, but you've got this too. And one way to get this is to get this, flood insurance. There's no rest for the West, but with flood insurance, you can rest assured that you're ready for whatever else nature throws at you. Protect the life you've built at floodsmart.gov/wildfires.
There are a lot of things that can impact a person's voice. These include everything from trauma to degenerative diseases to gender transition issues to just simple overuse. If you find yourself in any of these categories or are having any other kind of problem with your voice, talk to the very best, the man who saved my career by saving my voice, Dr. David Opperman of the Colorado Voice Clinic. He takes most insurance, including now Kaiser. Get started at coloradovoiceclinic.com.
Standing up for what's right, helping out when things go wrong, seeking the truth and speaking our minds, not just making records, but breaking them. Leading the way behind the camera, beyond the runway, and on the silver screen. Not just making our mark, but making a difference. Now that's a job for a Girl Scout. Girl Scouts, preparing girls for a lifetime of leadership.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere. Download the free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
ABC News, I'm Marina Roy. Peyton Gendrons pleaded guilty to all state charges in the Buffalo supermarket massacre, including domestic terrorism motivated by hate and 10 counts of first-degree murder.
I felt it important not only to the families, but this community, that every name be listed in the indictment and that he plead guilty to every single name that he murdered.
County DA John Flynn